Hello, Philadelphia! I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show!
Good morning from the Xfinity Studios, live PHLY. This is the Anthony Gargano Show. I am VG. We are waiting the arrival of Anthony, who got stuck in a little accident, bumper to bumper traffic getting in here this morning. So we're going to hold it down for a little bit. And I got to say, oh, here he comes walking in right now. He's doing a little late minute rush in. So I feel pretty good. I had a little palate cleanser last night.
Like I was.
Here he comes.
I felt like I was fucking.
Whoa, hey, Mike's hot.
Oh,
hey. Palate cleanser last night, went to the movies, did Zero Sports, and I feel pretty good this morning. How's your morning?
My crazy. Oh my God! I didn't know we were live. Oh my God! I'm sexy.
These fast channels don't mess around, man.
Oh my God! What a horrible morning.
All right, so
catch your breath. I'm hoping that the horrible morning, will give us a good evening. They go to L.A. Here's my scenario. Now, again, this is a complete make-up scenario.
Mm-hmm.
They go to L.A. There's no pressure on them. There's none.
Right.
There's it's completely house money. Nobody thinks they can win.
Yes.
They're completely whatever. You win tonight. All you got to do is win today. You win today. Now, again, this is a tall order, but they hit. Let's just say they hit today. Yamamoto.
Yes.
They're able to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Nola somehow pitches a gem. Like when you're not expecting him and he completely
I hear what you're saying.
He's like, you don't expect it. You go, oh my God, he's going to get rocked, right? That's what's in your mind. His profile, Ohtani's been cold. Freeman's been semi-cold. Muncy, right? Now they got a right-hander. Oh, they're going to feast. No. Nola pitches a gem, gives you 5 strong.
I love it. I'm with you.
And then in comes Ranger. And Ranger gives you 3 strong.
All right.
All right?
Yeah.
And then you're in there, and then you go to Durant. You win. Then you got Sanchez going. Now you got Sanchez going. And all of a sudden, Dodgers get a little tight. Bullpen sucks.
Yeah.
Right? And all of a sudden, they start Sanchez, same kind of game. Right? Nip and tuck. Phillies win. Bullpen. And you bring it back home.
Yeah.
And then we're
back.
probably losing game 5, but it's all right.
Yeah. I felt miserable yesterday. I went to a movie, did no sports. I feel good today. I feel refreshed. They got the powder blues. They're not even bringing the grays with them on the road. I like that.
I love that.
Yeah. I mean, I had a monster driving in here, a little Cool in the Gang. Ladies' night was on, and it just repeats. Tonight's the night. Everything's going to be all right. I heard it like 60 times in the car this morning. I feel good.
That's a pump up for you?
Play that.
Oh, I was listening to the grooves. I need a little R&B and stuff.
Well, I my
That's a pump up song for you?
Huh?
Ladies' night? Because this is ladies' night.
No, that's yeah, but it's the whole, it ends with everything's going to be all right.
Yeah.
This is the night tonight. So, yeah, I feel pretty good. I went through.
I'm glad you were, I had the worst drive. It took me an hour and a half to get here.
That's horrible.
I left it. I always leave my house same time, 7:25. Right?
Yeah.
It was just bumper to bumper and people cutting you off.
The rain makes people nuts on the road.
Yeah.
I just felt like I was going through, you know, what's that Mel Gibson?
Oh, what's the other one?
You know what I'm talking about.
I was thinking of the Michael Douglas of falling down. Yeah, he's just stuck on the highway and loses it.
He loses it. That would have been me. And the Phillies suck. You know what's funny? I had the opposite experience yesterday. I was first of all, my guilty pleasure is hockey. Like I like watching. Like, so yesterday was the start of the season. So there was a triple header on ESPN. So like I was diving in and out between that and baseball.
All right.
I had practice, but I was going in and out. Like there was a game at 5 o'clock, and then there was Rangers Penguins, and then it was Avalanche Kings.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I stayed. I was like into that, right? And in the middle, I'm watching the baseball. Like the Tigers game got pushed because of the weather to the night, and so I watched the Seattle. And then the Yankees are down 6-1.
Show some life.
And Judge, right, hits the home run. My man Tony the ref texts me. It's nice to see other big boys around baseball that are hitting. Like Cal Raleigh hit a home run last night. Mm-hmm. Judge hit the big home run last night.
Judge's first home run of the series.
Right, but it was
game 3 down.
It was 6-1. Yeah. All of a sudden, 6-3. He comes up, hits a 3-run bomb.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So he wins you the game. He also makes a great diving catch in the outfield.
He is batting. I saw this. He's batting 500 for the series.
No, and then they walk him in every way. I mean, it's amazing that these other big time guys hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
They hit.
They do.
So I don't want to hear anything. I need Harper and Schwarber tonight. It's a right-hander. Your Yamamoto's a righty.
100%.
Like, there's no excuse for this team. Those two big boys have to hit tonight.
Have to. Yeah. Their whole legacy is at risk here.
It is. And it should be.
I agree.
All right? Tonight is it. I don't want to hear anything about it. Come on. Mm-hmm. No, the fans. Can I just tell you?
We got our own little like AJ Jalen thing going on because Harper's coming back, taking shots basically at Nick, being like, I don't know how anyone could not like playing here.
Well, I got good news for you. Castellanos, sorry, Joe. Castellanos he's so on my nerves. What in the world? First of all, you have this whole tough guy persona.
I know.
I hit baseballs.
You got a jersey undone with the chain on.
Right, like you got a tough guy. If you're a tough guy, what do you care about people booing?
Right.
Like all of a sudden you want to be esoteric. Oh, the winds of
winds are in the autumnal winds are in our face.
Like if it's not going well.
Yeah, and they're blowing me around like a dead leaf.
When it's good, it's great. When it's bad, like, come on, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, I don't want to hear life, if you want to win. Yeah. Freaking Frank Sinatra. What are you, nuts? Like, come on. I don't want to hear it. Like, the last thing I want to hear is the fans and the pressure.
Yeah.
Like, again.
In the middle of a series.
Pressure. The middle of a series. Can you have a bigger loser mentality than to bring that up? And Bo brought it up too.
Yeah, well, we know he's got that kind of mentality. He's a fragile ego, a fragile psyche. Bo was not made for here.
Here's the thing. If they lose tonight, I want major changes.
Yes. Like
major
I agree.
changes.
Wholesale changes. But I don't want to get there yet. Because
No, I know, but I'm irritated.
Yeah.
Like I gave you the scenario. That's my hope.
Yeah.
My hope is that. But if it doesn't come to pass, because let's face it, the truth of the matter is, we all don't think they're going to win. Like you would. There's no reason to think they would win, other than we want them to win, and so we concoct a narrative. You and I are writers. We like to concoct a narrative. We concoct a narrative that leads us back to Philadelphia 2-2. But logic says the Dodgers are going to win and probably win tonight.
I hear that, but I have to block it out because I go back to the old.
What are you blocking out?
The old man who was like a man. What's the soccer team that stinks? Man City or Man U?
Man, you.
And he was like, oh, it's the hope that kills us boys. I was thinking about him because I woke up hopeful, and I was like, nah, it's the hope that gets me out of bed. It's the hope that keeps me coming back. Without hope, I'd be dead. So I got to have hope tonight, listen, and I got to hope they come through.
You need hope. I mean, we all do. I mean, every day is about hope. Otherwise, we would all be at the Ben Franklin Bridge.
Yes.
I mean, seriously. I mean, you need hope. Like, whatever it is that you do or whatever, you're hoping that somehow good fortune is around the corner.
Yes.
That's what we hope. Every day we wake up, we hope for good fortune. But when we're talking about this, I mean,
the odds are not in the Phillies' favor.
It's not about odds.
I will say that.
It's about obvious, right? Like, that's what it is. And I know you don't want to face reality, and I'm like, nor do I. I mean, I want to suspend disbelief and watch the rest of the movie. So I'm with you. What's the matter?
I don't know. A bunch of guys.
Yeah, but every clue is pointing in the Dodgers' direction. I mean, it's 0-2. They're back in L.A. Nola's on the mound. I mean, how can you really wrap your head around a thought that they're going to win this game tonight?
I had to take a note. I told you this earlier. 7:56 p.m. on Monday. Probably the fifth inning.
Yeah, bring the receipts. Come on.
You texted, this series ain't going past Wednesday. That was like the fifth inning. So you've been out. You've lost all hope. You've been hopeless for 72 hours.
Because I've been crushed.
48 hours.
I, just like everybody else in Philadelphia, has been crushed by this team time and time again. So it's hard to have hope that they're going to actually win tonight.
Well, listen, he's right. Like, I don't fault him for not getting lost in the story and disbelief. I mean, he's frustrated. I don't blame him.
You got to go disbelief. He's a sci-fi guy. You disbelief all the time.
But sci-fi is fake.
Here's what?
It's fake. It's just reality.
Here's the thing. If he doesn't, he would be wrong if he doesn't watch the game tonight.
Agreed.
Then you're wrong. Like, first pitch happens, I'm going to be into it. I'm going to be hoping for a win.
I don't want a text from you in the second inning being like, told you, they're done.
Well, there's no told you because it's an eye. Like, you can't say.
Yeah, I'm not going to be that way. I'm not going to rub dirt.
Not till the seventh or eighth inning to tell me they're done.
Yeah, I'll wait till the last pitch.
I don't think there's no they're done. We already know what they're looking up at. Like, everybody does.
Yes.
Everybody knows what they're looking up at. They know what they're looking up at. And now it's just, you got to hope for just magic. It goes back to hope. Hope for some magic.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
You know the last team that had magic in this situation? 2017 Yankees. Down 2 games to the Indians. You know who was on the bench? Bench coach, Topper. He's been there. He's done it. Hopefully Slopper knows the magic that works. I went through. I had to look for hope. I found May 16th to May 18th. Dodgers 3 straight losses at home against the Angels. July 4th to the 7th, 3 straight losses at home to the Astros. July 18th to 20th, 3 straight losses to the Braves at home. August, 2 straight losses against the Diamondbacks. September 15th to 16th, 2 straight losses to the Phillies to start the series. It's possible. That's all I need. I need a sliver of hope today. Yeah, I know they were. I know they're healthier now than they were then.
Listen, it's baseball. Yeah, it's possible. It's baseball. Who are these people?
That's what I'm saying. You told me forget about it. We got these randoms.
What is going on in here?
Walking around.
Who are
they? Came with like a big canister. Like,
you know what it's like when
we about to get pushed out of here?
This is why we need that door locked.
This is where like strangers come in
your house.
And like, we live here at the studio. We're all here all the time. So we're looking around going, wait a second, who's this?
Yeah.
There's Todd.
There's no
Todd. We know
Todd. Todd man.
Todd will handle it. Yo, Todd, come here. Todd. Here's our new GM, Todd. Todd, there's strangers walking around.
We got some randos off the elevator walking around in here.
Who are they?
They are
pest control.
Nice.
All right.
They're
like
superheroes.
Hello, Todd.
Hey, Todd. They're superheroes.
We got a rat problem in case you didn't know that. Oh, that's great. I mean, we all understand this whole concept of where they're at. Like we just do. We get it.
Yep.
You know, and then we're all going to be in. We're all going to
look good. If they're going out, they're going to look good. Those powder blues. I can't. The powder blues got to come through.
What does that do?
Dude, they're great uniforms. Come on, you got to mix it up a little bit.
What does that do for the team? Does that make them play better?
Maybe.
Come on.
Maybe they feel a little better in those uniforms.
I believe in that.
They went to Topper and requested these uniforms.
Honestly, I believe in that stuff. Like changing the mojo. I believe in all this stuff. Like I do. And like, you know, a uni change or something, a haircut, a shave, like all that stuff matters. It's all, especially in baseball. Baseball is such a mind bleep.
Yeah.
All right? It's a mind bleep. Like it eats you up.
Yeah.
It really does. It's what makes it a great sport is that it's such a mental game and it's so, you know, tough to kind of navigate sometimes. So, you know.
I mean, I guess a group of them asked Topper, they had to jump through some hoops with the league to get permission to wear them. But yeah.
Well, if they win tonight with those on, they better wear them every game.
Oh, you know they will. I mean, you know,
that's almost like they're taking over like a slice of Dodger blue a little bit. I mean, it's not the same blue, but they're gonna rock some blue. They're rocking some blue.
Easy.
Yeah, we're gonna own it.
Phillies is already like now he's talking something and all this stuff. Listen, let's see. Let's go. Let's see. I just need, this is on Bryce. Like, look, I appreciated what Bryce said yesterday.
Yeah.
I know people are tired of him.
Yes.
And I know people are.
You say he's pandering.
Right. I know. But listen, if he agreed with Nick, what would we be like,
disaster.
Like, so the fact is he's in a lose-lose situation.
Yes.
He said the right thing. I just need you to hit, buddy. Like, I just need you to hit. I saw Judge hit. I saw Cal Rowley hit, right? I need you to hit.
Yeah. I like a double. Give me a double. I don't need a single. I need a double.
No, I need runners on first and second, one out.
Yeah.
I need the double down the line. All right.
Yes.
Score two. Get some momentum. They got to jump out because the last thing you want is Yamamoto, who's good, right? Who starts to feel good about himself. You got to jump out early.
Nola, baby. I mean, Sazerac's got to make some Sazeracs tonight for this game.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to watch the game out. I fear that I'll fall asleep. I get so tired.
I
get up so early. I get up so tired anymore. I just gotta.
We all get up early.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I got to go out. I'm gonna go out and have
late.
9 o'clock's not late. What's wrong with you?
11:30. I gotta be at the pub at 11:30 to be wide awake.
What?
A 9 o'clock start is late.
No, it's not. 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Monday Night Football should start at 9 o'clock.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, what are you talking about?
I'm an old man. I go to bed early.
I was watching ads things last night.
Let's be fair, though. You got like 47 shots of espresso through your veins every day.
Yeah.
You got you're like a PEDs over here.
You got oil in you.
Yeah.
I do. I'm already 8 deep.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm one.
You're drinking Mountain Dews at night.
I woke up at 5. I went to bed at 1:15. I woke up at 5 because I had to take Anthony, and plus I had some work to do in the morning. So I was up at 5. I took Ant to school at 6:15. Right, I'm ready to go.
Can I confess a psycho moment this morning? Competitive fantasy league. I had to set my alarm at 3 a.m. this morning to get up and hit the waiver wire before anyone.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I feel like a loser, but when people wake up this morning to see the waiver wire, I'm like, oh man. VG was on it. 3:15 this morning.
Who'd you
the
pick up?
Penguin was like, why is your alarm set for 3:15 a.m.?
Who'd you pick up?
I got in a guillotine league, Bijan Robinson. I knew he was out there, but that was one I had a
bet. You got Bijan?
I had a bet. I had a wager on that, whatever that's called. Wow. I needed a good defense. I needed a good kicker. I needed a wide receiver. I even forget who I got for wide receivers this morning.
That's pretty good.
But yeah, I was up.
All right. Well, we got lots to do today. Coming up, EJ to give us the latest.
Ooh, can he talk about Patullo? Can Patullo just not talk at this point? My God.
Yeah, we have some quotes.
We are in a spell. every once in a while in Philadelphia sports, you go through a spell. And the weather kind of matches it. It's a bad spell, right? Like, we're irritated.
Yes.
Patullo makes it worse. Castellanos makes it worse. Phillies play makes it really
horrendous.
Bad, right? Like, we're in that spot. Eagles lost. We need now to jump out of it. Now, to get out of it, the Phillies need to do it tonight because the Eagles are going to win Thursday.
Yeah.
Right? They'll win tomorrow night. But we'll get to EJ. No Dickerson. So we'll get to EJ about that and about all the other happenings, including Patullo. Coming up, then we'll go to the brain. And then we got our boy, Mike Sielski.
He always makes you warm and fuzzy.
Oh, we're going
to
have some fun talking Phillies with Michael.
I got a Bruce Springsteen-ish song for him to check out to see if he prefers that. I've seen that trailer. Every movie I go to, I see this trailer.
Yeah, it's all over. There's a lot of P&A, man.
Yeah.
And then Bob Nightengale.
All right.
USA Today, our buddy Bobby Nightengale, who covers baseball, good buddy of mine, has been on the beat for 30-some years. So he'll be at the game. He was at the games. He was here in Philadelphia. We'll talk to him about the atmosphere. We'll talk to him about the Phillies' chances. So we'll dive deep. We got lots to do today. Let's take care of some business, shall we? Go ahead, VG.
All right. Well, sports fans, September's here, so listen up. Football's back. School is in. It's a perfect time to get your finances back in shape, too. And I've been checking it on my credit score lately, and let me tell you, if you're a member of TrueMark Financial Credit Union, you've already got a serious edge. They've got this free tool called Savvy Money right inside the online banking and mobile app. I use it myself. Seriously, it's like having your own financial coach right in your pocket. You can check your credit score anytime without taking a hit on your score. You get tips on how to improve that score, and you get alerts anytime your score changes. And that's what I call playing smart defense with your money. So if you're already on Team TrueMark, fire up the app. Check out Savvy Money today. Do yourself a favor. Get with it. And if you're not a member yet, I mean, what are you waiting for at this point? Step up your financial game. Swing by one of their 24 branches or visit TrueMark.com/PHLY to open an account. TrueMark Financial Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
All right. I like it. Let's talk about Xfinity Sports. Big night tonight. We got actually all 4 series played today. So we got 4 baseball games. Got some hockey. And also this begins 49 days of football. 49 straight days beginning tonight of football. Do you know this?
No.
Yes. I mean, it's
what we got tonight. Missouri State, Middle Tennessee.
Yes, it's sports geek heaven. It all begins tonight. All right, look, here's the deal. You got to have the right setup. Don't have the VG setup.
No.
Have the right setup. You don't want lagging, buffering, switching between apps, trying to find the game. You don't want a total mess. You don't want to be fan-fished. You're a fan. You know you got to have Xfinity, all right? It's the ultimate sports destination. You find the best games, all your favorite teams, all in one place. And here's the deal. It's the you get everything the way you watch is next level. It's the perfect fan flex. You got all the action right there in your living room. That's where I have mine, right? I got Xfinity's best picture and sound. I got enhanced 4K. It feels like you're actually in the stadium. Yeah, at Citizens Bank, at the link. All right, it's awesome. You can have 4 games going on at one time because why not? Why wouldn't you? On top of that, you get real-time notification, live stats right on your television. The best seat in the house every time. Next game day, make sure that big fan isn't a big fail. Learn more, Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. All right. Now let's go to our man on the Xfinity guest line who covers the Birds. He's so good. I mean, that story he had on Jordan Mailata is fantastic. You got to be reading EJ, man. You got to become a diehard. He is terrific. EJ Smith.
Give me an E, give me a J, give me an EJ, give me that EJ Smith.
Good morning.
PJ.
Good morning, guys. How we doing today?
I don't know. It's miserable. It took me
Yeah.
an hour and a half to get to work.
Oh man, yeah, that's the
Traffic,
worst. I don't
sirens.
mind days like this though. Weather-wise, I don't mind a gloomy day every once in a while. You got to take them as they come, right?
Listen, I would be down with the gloomy day if I'd have to leave my house.
Yeah, that's
Right?
fair. Yeah.
If I don't
Yeah,
leave my
I mean,
house, I'm good, right?
I got a couple hours before I got to leave for the show. So I'm hoping maybe the sun will peek
It's
out a little bit.
miserable out there, cuz miserable.
Yeah.
Driving, bad driving.
Oh man.
But let's get down to it because this is a big day for us because the Phillies are going back to the powder blues. They got to show some fight. Philadelphia,
Yeah.
I don't know if you agree, EJ, you're a lifelong resident.
Yep.
You know that we're a streaky city. That when things go well, we go on a streak like all the other teams do well, and there's always stuff looking up. And when we do bad, it comes in bunches, right? Like, let's face it. We saw 3 losses over the past week. All right? Phillies need to change this because the Eagles play tomorrow. I think the Eagles win tomorrow. So maybe that gets us out of it.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a vibe city at times, and I think it's for the best. I like the thing I've always loved about Philly is that like people, when you have conversations with people, like it's not just like the quarterback, the star wide receiver. It's like what the heck is the pass game coordinator doing? Like what's Kevin Patullo doing this season? Back in the day, it used to always be Jonathan Gannon. Like people would have like real life problems.
How about Gannon getting fined $100,000?
Pulling a Bobby
I mean,
Knight.
yeah, deservedly so too. That was a tough look for him. Very tough look for him.
He went right after DeMarcado. Listen, that would piss me off too. But come on,
Yeah,
bro,
you can't put your hands on that
You can't
guy.
throw hands, man.
No.
So yeah, hopefully the Powder Blues bring some good energy back to the city. I'm with you. Vic Fangio, he said that he's got a good feeling about it. So we'll see.
All right. Well, I trust Vic.
Yeah,
That's the coordinator I trust. The other one, Did he engender any confidence with his words yesterday?
If I'm being honest, not a whole lot. It was a lot of word salad in response to a lot of things. Like it seemed like a mixture of not wanting to give too much away, and he's harped a lot this season on the quality of defenses and defensive coordinators that they played early in the season and how that's contributed to some of the extremes we've seen from the Eagles offense in terms of production and also predictability. So, maybe in 4 or 5 weeks, we're looking back and going like, man, they did have a tough stretch of good DCs, but I still, some of the stuff with this Eagles offense, like it feels like they lack creativity in some areas where they really need creativity. And again, there's just like, it's hard to square some of the extremes that you're seeing, like their production half in and half out, really like the zone coverage aspect of it. I have this quote for you here. I wanted to get to this with you guys. We can get to it right away. Jalen was asked a little bit after Patullo spoke about like the fact that this offense has a lot of continuity. Like these guys have played together for a long time, but they talk a lot about not being on the same page. And I found Jalen's answer on why they have not been on the same page very much this season very interesting. He said, it's like having all the same ingredients, but having a different chef in the kitchen. That's kind of what it's been for us over the years. You can have the same ingredients and somebody can make the same dish and it tastes different.
Wow, man. You want to talk about throwing Patullo under the bus, man.
Yeah, I mean, read between the lines on that one.
Patullo for the grease fire, man.
So it's something I got my eye on for sure.
I mean, the only thing that scares me, because I think their defense is good enough and stable enough to keep the meltdown from happening. But here's what pains me is that all the resources they have on that side of the ball.
Yeah.
And to have it like this, like, listen, in 2023, there was no Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
There was Miles Sanders, right? Like, this is a team that should not have issues. I don't care who the DC is. If it's Mike Dick in 1985, they should not have these kinds of issues with those resources on that side of the ball.
Yeah, it's funny because like the talent that they have, like not maximizing it brings me back to a conversation I was having a couple weeks with somebody about like the zone coverage, the struggles they're having against zone. And I was like, that's like overly simplistic. Like, zone coverage is like a tenet of football. Like you can't just go, oh man, they're going to struggle against zone, but they really have struggled against zone. So it's like, at some point it's like Devontae Smith is the zone beater. We've talked about it before, that how good he is against zone coverages. And really it shouldn't be that hard. And I think that's the prevailing sentiment I have watching the Eagles offense is like, it just shouldn't be that hard for these guys. They have enough talent where they should be able to figure it out. So, and I think, to your point, like the Powder Blues are coming back tonight, and then I think that this is a get right opportunity for the Eagles. The Giants' run defense, as talented as that front is, they have not been good against the run so far this season. So to me, like this is where you can sort of get that identity back on the ground. And not to say that this should be an extreme, because I think honestly, like balance would be important for the Eagles offense. We just have not seen them come into a game with more than one thing that's like, okay, this is what we can lean on. Like last week it was the RPO game. The week before it was, honestly, it was hard to even pinpoint exactly what that game was. But no, I think that this is an opportunity for them to sort of get the ball rolling, get some confidence in the momentum in the run game, and be able to, hopefully tie the pass with the run game in a way we haven't seen them do so far this season.
Can I just go back to what you said, where the defense is too good to let this happen, to be a 2023? Too good, yeah. But I think what we're seeing is they're not superheroes. So if the offense is constantly 3 and out, and time of possession is so slanted,
yeah, but
they're going to wear
game against good
but they're going to wear down in the second half. You don't think?
They lost one game against?
We've seen all year though. They've had a little bit of an issue stopping the run.
They're also not playing teams like they played in the first 4 games of the season. So yeah, I obviously you can't have all 3 and outs, but at some point, my only point is I don't think it's going to be a disaster that happened in 23. That fell off the cliff.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's thinking they're going to lose 10 games.
And I don't see the offense. at some point, when you start looking at the competition, needs to move the ball. Like tomorrow night, EJ, you got to move the ball against that Giants defense. You have to.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I completely agree. I don't know. I think the defense, obviously, like me and Bo had this argument on the show where like I just have a hard time putting a lot of blame for that game on the defense. The offense has consistently put them in really bad positions. And honestly, like if you look at how the Broncos move the ball down the field on those last 2 drives, it's a lot of stuff that it's hard to coach around. It's even like the Quinyon Mitchell catches, like a lot of those, he's in great coverage. It's just sometimes good offense beats good defense. If you told me before the game that the Eagles were going to hold the Broncos to 21 points, I would have expected them to win the game. And they held them to 3 for most of the game there. So
yeah, I don't know
I
how
think it's situational.
I don't know how in the world you could blame the defense at all.
Yeah,
because it also coincides with all the 3 and outs, right? Like, so that comeback, give me a break. That offense had chance after chance after chance. They're up 14-3 or 17-3 at the beginning of the third quarter and couldn't add to it.
Yeah, and just like remember that like this Eagles team isn't really built to be that type of team. Like, they have been able to lean on the defense to get the offense out of bad situations and to kind of play the hero role. But this like you mentioned, the investment that they have on offense and just the talent that they have. This is not a team they can do it. They can win games that way. They can win the 21-17s, those ugly low scoring games. But realistically, like this team is built to be able to throw to get a lead, protect the lead with the run game, and then play good defense as part of that equation. So to me, even more so, like when you look at the way the roster is built, it's really hard for me to justify saying the defense had a big role in the loss.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. What have you learned about the run game itself and the RPO stuff, which you deployed early? Like, again,
yeah,
I need to see Jalen in the run game, man. Like, I got to see it.
Yeah, no, it's been a weird year for just like not having the one thing that you feel good about. They did that same side toss play early in the game. They never went back to it. It's hearing from Patullo yesterday, it sounds like they just didn't really get the look for that play later in the game. So to me, it's like that's the stuff that you want to see more creativity from in the moving forward, because even like you look at the blocks on that 17-yard run, it's like Mailata's in space, Dickerson's getting in space, and like Tyler Steen, probably one of his better plays of the entire season. I mean, he mauls that backside linebacker, just completely bowls him over. So I think that they even if they're not moving guys at the point of attack quite the way that they were last year up front, those are still athletic guys that can get out in space, and getting the ball in Saquon Barkley's hands in space is the name of the game for this run game right now, in my opinion. I think they have to be creative in the way that they do it. It's not as simple as last year where it's like, let's just run inside zone, or let's just run some of these gap scheme runs where we're just trying to set it up and have the counter punch at some point and break off a big one. I think to stay on schedule, which is something Patullo talked a lot about, having positive plays on first down, like getting the ball in Saquon Barkley's hands in space where those offensive linemen can get to the second and third level. I think that's going to be important for them.
And here's the other thing. Like I've been calling for get the ball in his hands in the passing game, right? So I was calling for that wheel as it worked.
Yeah.
I need more of it though. I need swing passes. I need screens. Like I need more of it. Again, if the run game is languishing, that's an antidote for it.
Yeah, and that's where like I really think that there's a lot of room for Patullo to grow here, and some fair criticism, because like I remember hearing Shane Steichen talk about like the art of play calling when he was with the Eagles, and there is like it's an inexact science, and it's a feel thing that you probably either, I don't know if you could say you either have it or you don't, or if you can develop it. I think that'd be an interesting question for some offensive coaches out there, because like to me it's like you like Saquon Barkley having 6 carries. I'll be honest, like I can understand that the way that the run game has looked, the way that they have not been able to lean on it, like that was less of a concern to me, especially because it came at the expense of the RPO. Some of those RPOs, like I've been saying all week, like I feel like Dallas Goedert and Grant Calcaterra having 37 yards exclusively on RPOs or run fakes, like that kind of is an extension of the run game in my opinion. But the thing I can't get past is like 9 touches for Saquon Barkley. Like if you're not going to have the run game as an element, like you still need in a game, especially you go 3 and out a couple times, like every offensive coordinator in the NFL would love to have Saquon Barkley as the easy button there. Every offensive coordinator would love to go like AJ Brown slant route, AJ Brown, whatever it is. Let's get the ball in that guy's hands. So that's to me like where Kevin Patullo's got to bring something. It's got to be like these are the things we lean on because we have better players than the guys that they're lined up.
I mean, God, what you have at your disposal.
Yeah.
God forbid. I'm like, dude, like I don't want to hear about opposing defenses and talent. Like, come on, bro. Look what you got. You got studs, man.
Yeah, I think that there's
the offense is so disjointed that you got the issues going back and the sniping, and it just come on, man. You got to devise. It's not that hard.
Yeah, no, and I think that's what AJ's talked about a lot this season. And obviously last week you kind of separate that from what came before, but AJ's been pretty consistent about like, he says like, we're takers. We want to take what we want. And I think that sometimes you've seen them try to get a little bit too reactionary to what's in front of them. And I get that like the looks that they get, obviously, Fran had a great piece earlier this week, and I'll have something out talking about some of the players addressing like you're seeing the evolution from defensive coaches on how to approach the Eagles offense. Jalen's really finally solved the blitz and those extra rushers. So what teams are doing now is they're walking guys up to the line of scrimmage. You don't know which 4 are going to
they're
rush,
backing you out.
And then they're putting numbers. Yeah, and they're putting numbers into zone coverage, and the Eagles really haven't found an answer for that yet. So, but I think like even still, if like you are going to have this much talent, you can't be that reactionary on offense.
No, everything's dictated on what the defense does. Dictate it yourself. Go out and dictate it yourself, man. I mean, that's how good offenses work. You think Kyle Shanahan, all right, is sitting there waiting for like the other night? He's got a backup quarterback. Right, he's got all kinds of injuries, and he's dictating the offense.
Right.
I mean, God, come on. It's maddening. I mean, completely maddening. What you have at your disposal, it's completely maddening. Unimaginative. No drive starters. a bad run game, bad run concepts, bad route concepts. Like, dude, like this is like if I'm Jeffrey Lurie, which I believe he is, steamed, right? Like I would be like, yo, this has to change now.
Yeah, I mean, you look at how much money they have invested in that offense. It shouldn't be that complicated. It shouldn't be this complicated. I think everybody agrees.
What do you make of the meeting of the three families? AJ.
Yeah. I mean,
Jalen
I think it's important. Like Saquon said, it wasn't a team meeting. You know, it was those three guys having a conversation. I mean, to me, like, there's an irony here that, like, you know, this is the first time they've lost a game that Jalen's finished in over a calendar year. And like Jalen's got the team meeting with these two guys and has done some soul searching. He called Nick Saban recently to talk through, like, you know, just kind of how to navigate this stretch. I mean, listen, I don't really put a whole lot of stock in, like, you know, player meetings and lengthy conversations. Like we'll see it. Maybe hindsight, you look back and go, this was that moment, the inflection point, similar to how last year they had to become a run first offense. And that took some tough conversations. But realistically, like, I don't know. I don't know I don't put too much stock into those types of things. But with the only caveat I'll add is that, like, Jalen and AJ after the game saying that they hadn't discussed, like, that missed opportunity, the deep shot that AJ slows down on his route. Like, to me, like, to hear that they eventually did have a conversation at some degree is important, because to me, like, I had my binoculars out watching AJ after that, you know, and he's walking down the sideline. I just didn't see him talk to anybody after that. And maybe it's as simple as, like, what's understood doesn't have to be explained. You know, they all knew they missed on it. But to me, it's like,
but they don't talk to each other during the game. That's a problem.
Yeah, to me, it surprised me to hear after the game that they said they hadn't discussed it. So,
I know.
I think
you got to discuss, you got to talk. You got to talk to each other.
Yeah. So to me, like, if that's what this is addressing, is like the fact that they hadn't discussed that, the fact that they maybe potentially weren't in a place to talk about that in game. Like, I think that might be an important step. But again, I want to see it on the field. I don't want to hear about it midway through the week.
Saquon's like Tom Hagen.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
What do we got injury wise?
Yeah, I mean, I think it sounds like Nakobe Dean is going to be back. You know, Vic's been slow playing that a little bit more, but yeah, it sounds like Nakobe's going to be back. I'd expect Landon to be out for this game. It sounds like Grant Calcaterra is probably going to be out for this game. I saw Jeff McClain had a report about that yesterday. And then Saquon, I mean, I don't think the knee injury, he almost sounded annoyed that he was on the injury report at all with the knee injury. He seems fine. He said it's general soreness, so I'd expect to see him out there.
But we're talking Landon, I mean, until the bye, right?
Yeah, I think so. And honestly, I think he needs it. You know, I don't know. The knee might be the type of thing that doesn't get better until the offseason when he can actually have it addressed. But the injuries around it, you know, the compensatory stuff and now the ankle, to me, he needs a couple weeks to just get as close to 100% as he can.
So Toth?
Yeah, I would guess Toth. I actually didn't think he played terrible. He had the holding penalty. You know, he's not like a difference maker in there, but, you know, I mean, they don't have.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I got like a toothache.
Yeah, I thought he played okay. No,
you're out on Toth.
I mean, I'm not out, but I'm not in.
I mean, who's in on Toth?
You know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sitting here telling you he's gonna light the world, set the world on fire. I mean, like, yeah,
I'd be surprised if I see a Toth jersey down there.
I got issues, right, in this offense. I got issues in the run game, and now I got question marks with both my guards, like in the run game.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's
my center's banged up.
Yeah, no, I feel like he's progressively looked a little bit worse each game, which makes you wonder. I mean, listen, he's been pretty open about the fact that he's had that back surgery. And, you know, I asked him about it 2 weeks ago and he's like, have you ever had back problems? And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not in the shape you're in. And he's like, it's just the same way. It's the same exact thing. Like, some days it's good. Some days it affects everything. So.
Hey, Jay, there's a video going around. I mean, blowhard Rex Ryan, who's not an offensive guru by any means, just saying from him watching, it seems like they have no confidence in their coaching on the offensive side. And they got no identity. This guy's got no clue, meaning Patullo. They stand for nothing. It's like he reads, oh, my wide receivers are upset, I'm going to get them the ball. And then to hell with that, they're going to run this guy out of town, basically. Like, do you sense there's a confidence issue down there with the coach, with the offensive coordinator?
I mean, I think that some of the stuff that Jalen has said has been notable, but I'm not quite there yet. I think that's a little bit hyperbolic. Like I don't they're 4-1 still. I'm not hitting the panic button with the coaching stuff, but what I would say is that like AJ Brown, like the slow up on the route is illustrative of like a lot of things you'll see in games, especially from him and really just other guys. And like Nick has like I don't think it's like necessarily an effort thing, but I do think like that's where like you start to wonder like is like there the confidence that like okay, I might not be in the progression but I'm going to get the ball anyway. I like just like the lack of like the lack of synchronization, which is what these guys have talked about. I do think that like it's hard to say 5 weeks into the season that they haven't been affected by the coaching change at this point, but I don't know if I would go as far as saying like they've got no confidence. I mean, they have no identity, but I don't think that's like a product of the OC so much as like they just haven't been. I mean, they have not run the ball well. Like even pulling some of the levers they pulled last year, they haven't had the run game. So probably a little strong, but I mean, there are definitely like shreds of truth in there, which is I think why you could run with it the way you did.
You also mentioned his word salad, which I'm always amazed when he talks and the quotes Patullo gives. When they asked him about the plays getting in later,
what are you amazed at?
Or
What are you amazed at?
His quotes, because like I don't know.
No, he's not a.
Listen, I know he's not going to give us anything. He doesn't exude. I know there's coaches who don't give you anything, but they at least seem like they got a handle.
Like, dude, he's not McVay, right? Like if McVay talks, you go all right, and he don't say anything, but you kind of yeah. But my point is that he's a first time OC. Yeah, what do you want from him?
I mean, the problem I have with you, the one quote yesterday is everyone's been saying how basic this offense is, and he's saying, "Well, we got a lot more going on in the huddle. We got a lot of stuff going on at the line of scrimmage. And there's nothing going on. Everyone's saying this is a basic offense. What's going on?"
I know. Well, that's the point. Like he's not going to get like if you're looking for him to pacify you.
No,
you got to look elsewhere.
I've been unpacified in the past, but people still felt like they had a handle, and I felt I knew they were just pacifying me. Like they had,
you've been around, right? You know the deal. You know coaches that authoritative in where they speak.
Well, and Vic is a perfect example.
Exactly. Yeah. Like you know it, you trust it. You go, all right. Well, this guy knows. With Patullo, he's new, he's green, and he's not going to be authoritative in his news conference. Like he's going to be completely he's not going to want to give you anything. He's not going to say anything because he doesn't want to they kind of walk into it. And listen, Nick's still like that.
Yeah, I was going to say like Kellen Moore was like that. Shane Steichen was like that. Honestly, I think it's just a function of being the OC with this team, because it's not as like Vic's personality is definitely the primary contributing factor for how he handles press conferences and like how he can be brutally honest. But at the same time, like you got to keep in mind, like Vic is like he's got more of like that unilateral control over the defense. When you're the OC of the Eagles, like you've got Jalen, you've got Nick, you have a lot of more moving parts and a lot. You might be
you got to
answering
walk
for
a
something.
tightrope.
Yeah, right. You might be answering for something that you don't have as much to deal with as people might imagine. So, like, I remember especially that year when Nick was calling plays when they first got to Philly, like Shane Steichen would say almost nothing at his press conferences. And he was a little bit better once he was the play caller. But even then, like, I think that's just the nature of being the OC with the Eagles is you're not going to say a whole lot. I actually think Patullo is typically more willing to get into things than Kellen Moore was last year. Kellen Moore would tell you very, very little up there. So I think that's just a function of it, honestly.
Yeah. No, but you nail it so you got to deal with the whole Jalen, AJ, Nick triangle. Like you got to deal with that. Like you got to deal with their pluses, strengths, and weaknesses, and the weaknesses in the like. It's a lot. It's a big job, man.
I just feel like less is more from Patullo. Just give us less. He goes on, and then he just sounds ridiculous. Just give us a less. Shorten it down. Tighten it up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always in favor of like succinct, insightful answers because it means we get more questions in. So,
so how you feel? You feel good about them tomorrow night?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think again, they should be able to run the ball. Honestly, they should be able to throw the ball too. Defensively, I mean, Jackson Dart has that element of the QB run game. You always want to see how a defense looks against a quarterback inclusive run game for the first time before you feel really confident about them handling it. But you look at the guys like Zach
Nah.
Bond, Jahad Campbell, Cooper
Yeah,
DeJean.
there's
It's hard to feel
there's
too
no
worried.
neighbors. Like,
Right,
I like
exactly.
Dart. I
So.
like Dart a lot. I think he's
Yeah,
a good
no, I'm
player.
just saying, like, is he really going to light the world on fire as a runner when you've got those guys in the middle of the field? I'm not super worried about
The
it.
only
So,
thing I'm concerned, the only thing that would concern me about tomorrow night is the way this league is.
well, yeah, Thursday night games, division games, they always have some volatility. So, but even still, I just think the Eagles, like, the urgency will be up now. You know, if they had beaten the Broncos, maybe you could have talked me into like this being a tighter game than you'd expect, you know, a little bit nervy down the stretch. But I think the Eagles take care of business.
Yeah,
and
coming
get
off a
this thing back on
loss.
track.
Yeah, I agree. Rookie quarterback's going to beat Vic. I'll say it. I agree.
Yeah, I completely agree. So
great stuff, bro, my brother. So what's your deal? You're heading up tomorrow, and what's your plan?
Yeah, no, I'll be up there. I'm gonna have some I'll probably do some like quick fire takeaways close to the buzzer, and then try and flesh them out afterward before getting on the road. So, yeah, no, I think it should be a good one. Yeah, we'll have pregame show, halftime show, and then a postgame show as well. So
I like it, my brother. Thank you as always. You're the man. We love you. EJ,
all right, yep, thanks guys. Thanks for having me
on the Xfinity guest line. What's the line?
7.5.
I mean, that's an Eagle line.
Yeah. On the road?
On the road?
Yeah.
Giants? That's an Eagles line.
9.5.
Speaking of the line, let's go to the brain.
Brain. Red, the brain finder.
Line. La Brain. Good morning, Brain.
How are you this morning, my friend?
Yeah, be honest with you. Miserable drive, miserable mornings, raining, traffic, sucks. I'm worried about the Phillies tonight, right? Let me ask you about the Eagles, though, because we just got a quick.
Get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
7.5, that's an Eagle line, right? I mean, you feel good about them tomorrow night.
Well, no, I thought the line, respectfully, I thought the line would come in. I thought it would be between 7 and 8. I think it's the right line personally. I mean, look, it's still on the road, Anthony. I mean, yeah, of course, Philadelphia is much better, and the Giants are depleted with their injuries, especially wide receiver wise. They have nothing, right? But it's still an Eagle team that, for whatever reason, is just not looked the way that the defending Super Bowl champs you think they would look in terms of covering point spreads. They have struggled to get margin in these games. Even against here, you have a bad. Now again, the Giants. So I watched that game last week because I bet the Saints. Deceiving score. I actually thought the Giants were at least 50-50 to win, even though the score showed they lost by. They turned them over on 5 straight possessions, which is kind of crazy. Crazy. But yeah, this is a game you would hope. You really would hope. If they lose this game, you're gonna. I mean, talk about Rob Thompson getting backlash. It's gonna, the sky will be falling because this is a team they clearly should win. You would hope this is a game get back to normal and they win by double digits. That would be the hope for sure.
You like any opinion on the total? What is the total?
I bet under 41.5. Not only opinion, I bet under 41.5. It's now 40.5. It went down 1 point. I thought the line, the total
slim. Yeah, I would.
It's a slim number, Anthony. But here's the thing: you have a Giants team that theoretically you would really hope this Eagles team can shut this offense down. It would be extremely disappointing. Anything over 14 points to me would be pretty
the Saints held them
disappointing.
To 14. Right.
Yeah, it would be very disappointing to me if the Eagles defense could not slow down a team that really doesn't have much. And then you try to be fair about it. The Giants do have a good defensive line. That's the one thing they actually do pretty well. The Eagles' offensive line has struggled in every aspect to me. The offensive line's been that to me has been the most shocking thing of the entire NFL season. Forget any individual player. I mean, you've had guys like Javonte Williams come out of nowhere to be a top 5 player. No one could have guessed fantasy-wise, at least no one could have guessed that. But from a team aspect, I thought the safest death taxes and the Eagles' offensive line being dominant. That to me has kind of been the entire reason this whole thing is kind of, I know people are going to talk about coaching, but I think that's been the most shocking thing is this.
Certainly in the
It's
run
been so
game.
many years. Yeah, it's been so many years in a row. We've been spoiled as Eagle fans. They've been so dominant for 12 years, 10 years, whatever it's been.
And
Since
you're going to
Kelsey
go in
was here.
tomorrow with, a backup right guard and a left guard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Anthony.
It's like more of a pass blocker than a run blocker.
Yeah, and so like to me, this is just not that. To me, has been the most surprising thing in the NFL season. An individual unit seeing, if I were to tell you through 5 games what this offensive line and Saquon Barkley would have done, you wouldn't have me back on the air. Like you're an idiot. I can't even talk to you. I don't. No one's going to listen to you after that kind of garbage coming out of your mouth. To me, it's beyond shocking. It's not. It's 10 steps above shocking. What the run game has been and everything. So. Look, but you know what's funny, Anthony, and I got to tell you this, and VG, again, look what happened with the Dodgers, right? We talked about the Dodgers for the entire year were hurt, things weren't looking good, but come game 163, they were healthy and the best team. The Eagles come game 18 or plus, if the offensive line gets right, this is all theoretically just an exhibition to get to game 18, right? Or game 19, whatever it is, and that's how I have to look at it from an Eagles point of view. And I want the Eagles to win. And this is hopefully just they have to go through these nicks to where they are healthy at the end of the year and they are the best team again.
Yeah. All right. Let's go baseball.
Sure.
We got all 4 games. All right.
Amazing. Yeah.
We'll save the Phillies for the last. So we'll go in order. All right. So we'll start with Seattle, Detroit. Casey Mize for the Tigers against that Bryce Miller for the Mariners.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I think it's tough for me to ever take Detroit. I told you when Skubal doesn't pitch,
you saw it last night.
I really think this team. Yeah, I think this team is like kind of bad. And you saw the second half.
Well, their
of the
lineup stinks. I mean, let's face it. Like Riley Green's okay. He's not great.
Riley Green's good. No, Riley Green's good.
He's
good.
He's
not
a great player.
No, not at all. And he struggles against lefties. He can't. He's a guy. He's a flawed good player. But look, this line's a pick. I can only here's the thing. Seattle to me. See, Miller's a guy. Interesting, Anthony. Last year he was terrific.
Yeah.
This year he just hasn't been right. Kind of. In the Dodgers, I told you Blake Treinen's had a good career, but he hasn't been right this year. Miller hasn't been right all year. See, Seattle, I thought was clearly the best team, but they lost. Obviously, everyone knows about Skubal, and obviously everyone knows about Garrett Crochet. They were the 2 best pitchers in the American League this year. But the guy who was a standalone 3rd best pitcher was Brian Wu. He pitched, I think, 28 straight games of 6 innings or more and was terrific all season. His last start, he got a lat injury or something, and he's not on the postseason roster. So now, as opposed to having a guy that this would have been to me a game set wrap. Now they have to pitch a guy who's been, again, using that example of Dave Roberts bringing in Treinen, they have to bring in a pitcher who just hasn't been good all year. But the Tigers, I don't think have as good a bullpen as the Mariners. Mariners have clearly a way better lineup. Again, it's a tough game for me. If I had to play it, I would play Seattle just because I think they have a far better lineup. And if the game goes to the bullpens, I definitely like their bullpen better. But it's tough for me to back a guy in Miller who just has not been good, Anthony, all season.
All right, Cubs and Brewers. Interesting matchup. That Quinn Priester on the mound for Milwaukee.
Quinn Priester's had a really nice year. Wouldn't have seen that coming. Look, here's the thing. Similarly,
has been pitching pretty well recently.
He really has. He's actually pitched extremely well. He's pitched extremely well. I did not see that coming. Again, so you see the total in this game, 6.5. So again, it's probably here's what's going to happen. What Counsell has done, Anthony, he's taken Talion out. Look, again, I don't agree with this style of managing. He pitched his last game, 4 innings, allowed 1 hit, and he got a hook. I can't relate to, because I'm like, again, if you're playing basketball and you see a guy who's hit 5 straight 3-pointers off the bench, you just take him out. Oh, no, his time's up. I don't get that. I really don't, but that's what they're going to do here. And to me, again, I look at a game like this and I'm like, I think Talion is not quite as good as Priester. I'm getting any kind of odds here. I'm taking Milwaukee. I think Milwaukee is the better team. They've been the better team all season. They have the better bullpen. Um, and if you give me them as a slight dog, sure. I think they win the game over 50% of the time.
Any wind?
I just think they're the better team.
Is there any wind in Wrigley?
It will be blowing in if there is anything. It's because you see that when you see a total of 6.5, the wind is definitely going blowing in if anything. So again, runs will be at a premium. But here's the thing: again, we have a guy we have a bullpen in Milwaukee, which I trust more than the Chicago bullpen. And again, you know what's funny? This Milwaukee team, Anthony, they are the definition of death by 1,000 paper cuts. They really are that no-name team, but they're just very effective, very, very effective. They're the better team. Again, I don't have the bigger payroll, but I expect them to win, and I'll take a chance with them getting any kind of odds because I think they should be favored.
All right, last night the Jays had the Yankees on the ropes, up 6-1.
That killed me. That made me so sad. Yeah.
First of all, horrible play. There was an error on the pop-up that opened
Massimo
the
catches that
up.
100 out of 100
It's
times.
It's a different game. It's a different game because Judge doesn't hit the 3-run homer if he catches the pop-up.
I said Massimo catches that 100 out of 100 times. I already know that.
Yeah.
I know that. Like that was
Barger.
Just really, Barger. That and again, Anthony, I always repeat it. In the postseason, you can't just give away a game like that. You just can't do it. And listen, maybe they'll get away with it because they're up 2-0. But you're right, Anthony. That changes that entire game. It changes everything about that game. The bullpen rotation, the confidence, just everything. Who the Yankees use in their bullpen rotation. Everything's changed by that one play. 6-3 going top 5 versus 6-6. I mean, to me, I live bet the Yankee. That exact moment, I said to myself, okay, that changed everything in this moment. Someone who needs Toronto to win. That was a bad loss. And now we have Cam Schiller coming in, who was all world in his last game against Boston. It's going to be tough for Toronto to win. Now, Toronto's a tough team, but again, I'm not going to be laying, Anthony. Let me tell you this. They're minus 195 right now in the bet parks. And now think about this. They have to go 108 and 54 to break even.
I'll be honest with you, I like Toronto because
I go. It's Toronto.
The kid was incredible. Is the kid going to have another performance like that again?
Well, he was actually on my fantasy team, so I actually followed him pretty closely.
No,
he actually was great down the stretch.
I know him well. So the kid's
but I agree with you.
But
it's down it's a
better lineup.
That's way too high of a line.
Right.
Way too high of a line.
And it's a better
that
lineup.
Line should not be that high. That should not be anywhere near that high. And again, I would be surprised.
When a kid has that kind of performance, he's the toast of New York. He beats the Red Sox. Yeah. I'm not saying he's going to get drilled, but I can see him giving up 4 runs.
But Anthony, it's interesting. In a game like that is getting drilled, to be honest. In a game like this, 4 runs is getting, because how many pitchers this postseason have given up 4 runs? Out of, let's say there have been 20 postseason games, I would say no more than 3 or 2 have given up 4.
You get my point, though, like 3 to 4 runs. Like, I'm not saying he's going to, you give him a quick hook, but you get
right. But I'm saying if he gives that up, I mean, that is getting drilled. You're absolutely right. I'm agreeing with you. To me, this is easy. You either take Toronto getting a big price or you pass. You cannot, again, if you never tell me if you take the Yankees minus 195, because I will not be able to look you, not that you care about me looking you in the face, but it's a bad, horrible bet. Again, 108 and 54 to break even against a team that won 95 games.
All right. This takes us to the nightcap. Our squad, Nola, backed up by Ranger. Could it be? This is the narrative that I've concocted. Are you ready? Here's the narrative. Everybody's counting them out. They got no shot. They're going to lose. Dodgers said they're going to be rocking. Yamamoto on the mound has been terrific. Phil's come in with their baby blues. And all of a sudden, with no pressure, with no home crowd to give them the pressure, they start to swing freely. They play freely. And all of a sudden, Harper hits, Schwarber hits, Bohm even hits. And the next thing you know, Nola, who you thought was going to get rocked by the lefties. Ohtani's been quiet. He stays quiet. And Nola is able to navigate 5 shutout innings. There's Ranger, 3 innings, only allowing 2 runs. And Duran to close it, brings it to Sanchez tomorrow. Sanchez throws a gem, and we're back to Philadelphia for Game 5.
Anthony, I wish like that was like you reading me a bedtime story. I'd fall asleep so peacefully, and I'd be so happy. I'd be like, and I'd be like snoring, and I wake up. Did it win? Did it happen? Great story. I hope it happens. It's not, by the way, it's not impossible. I mean, these things can happen. The line right now, again, Dodgers on the park side minus 200. Now, again, to me, unlike the Toronto series, this is a pitching mismatch. But still, there is no way on God's green earth the Dodgers go 108 and 54 against the Phillies. There's a 0% chance. They just don't. So if you want to take the Dodgers here laying minus 200, do it at your own peril. Because over time, you may win this one game. You should win this one game. But I could tell you, over time, there is no way that's a winning bet. There is no way this Dodger team goes 2-1 against the Phillies team, even with the biggest pitching matchup you could have in the series. There's no way. The Phillies are too good. That being said, we both know, I'm sure this isn't that the Phillies are the most likely loser of this particular game, but they absolutely can do it. And I will say this: Yamamoto's strikeout total, Anthony, 7.5. I think that's too high. Now I know the Phillies have been striking out, but 8 strikeouts in these postseason games, that's a lot. It's a lot. It just takes a little bit of him getting hit, taken out of the game. Anytime you're taking under, there's a lot of ways to get there on an under and an over. You have to be dominant. You have to be great. Everything has to be going your way. I think 7.5 is too high. And I can't think. I was on the fence this close to taking Nola over 2.5 strikeouts, but I just don't know how long the leash is going to be, because I really do think he should get 3 strikeouts. I really do. But I could see Rob Thompson, this guy pitching 2 innings, just taking him out. Nothing would surprise me with him. He sounds like a nice man. I don't. When I watch, he does. He seems like. He does. He seems like a nice guy.
No, I know.
It's how you like as a person. That's how I feel. But he just. I see him do stuff where I'm just like, I don't get it, and I just get perplexed. And I could see him pitching great, and they're saying, "All right, Aaron, pat on the back, see you later." And then I'm like, "What?" Yeah. So I don't know.
I feel
that was a lean for me.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, and happy 49 straight days of football. It begins tonight. 49 straight days of football.
Yeah, let me give you a
tonight.
Trash juice parlay for tonight too. Let's go a couple 1-4 teams: Middle Tennessee and UTEP.
I do actually like the UTEP side.
Mm-hmm. You should like Middle Tennessee too. They both cashed tonight.
Anthony, tell everyone what tomorrow is. My favorite day of the week.
What's that?
What's tomorrow? My favorite day of the week. Isn't tomorrow Thursday?
Yeah.
Our show.
Oh, no, we're not doing it.
Oh.
No,
you shot me in the heart.
Yeah, because we have the Eagles tomorrow night.
Oh.
And you're going to be in the parking lot. So
I am, but I was looking for I
love
man, all right.
Yeah, we couldn't do it.
Speaking of which, we actually have 3 watch-alongs tomorrow. Eagles, Giants, Phillies, Dodgers, possibly, and Flyers, Panthers. Big night today.
There you go.
Our PHLY.
Fly guys, baby.
Watch-alongs.
We love you, Brain. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Get excited.
I appreciate you both. Big guys. Big good guys.
See you, pal. There he is, Brain. Coming up, one of the great voices in the city, our buddy Mike Sielski. What's the matter, Rib? What's the chat saying?
The chat is polluted today with Dodgers fans.
Yeah, they're all over.
Really?
Some of the things that they are saying is nasty.
Really?
Yeah, they're getting nasty.
Are they going? Is there a battle?
Yeah.
So this is like
we got to stand our ground.
This is like gangs in New York.
Oh yeah.
Day.
Yeah, we got to fly our flag.
Slicing.
Yeah, we got to slice
those Dodger fans.
Coming in here, sweep. They're going sweep with the broom.
Hopefully your top 3 shows up today, because this is just embarrassing. Hard Facts says he's a Dodger troll.
Yeah, Hard Facts. Big hard troll.
All right, well, we got Mike coming up. So, but first,
troll us too.
Let's talk about some of our friends. Let's talk about the Bet Parks Sportsbook online casino app. Yeah, you heard it. The brain, right? Give us the picks for tonight. You got 4 baseball games. You got, 49 straight days of football. You got hockey starting. Right? It's a lot of fun. You can bet anything from Michkov shots to Nola strikeouts, right? Like you can do it all.
You can't bet that. It's not up today.
It's not up there?
Maybe they only think he's going an inning or 2.
Yeah.
But you can bet some dingers.
Yeah, and you can also bet
Schwarber plus 290.
your trash juice games.
Yeah, that pays 261, that parlay.
All right, there you go. VG gives you a big time parlay. So check it out. The Bet Park Sportsbook Online Casino app. There's always another way to win. Live dealer blackjack, roulette, craps, all the casino games. New customers get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. Hot slots. What are you playing? Flintstones?
Flintstones. Well, Jetsons are out now.
Oh, no, the Jetsons.
They're a little pricey. You got a minimum of 60 cents, but,
Really?
Mess around with the Jetsons.
Judy Jetson?
Yeah, I like the Jetsons.
You a Judy Jetson fan?
Sure.
All right.
I like Rosie.
You like Rosie the Robot?
Yeah, the maid was cool.
There you go. You got lots to do on the app, like VG. BetParks.com is all the details. Check it all out. You're going to be 21. You're going to be in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
All right. If you got some aches and pains, if you're aging, if you feel like I do, Rothman is the place you want to go. Let's talk about getting you back to what you love, especially this fall. Whether you're biking by the Schuylkill, chasing your kids through a pumpkin patch, or tackling that hiking trail, it's tough when your body doesn't want to cooperate, and that's where Rothman Orthopedics comes in. From aches after a pickup game to old injuries flaring up on fall activities, Rothman's team of experts, they're there to help. With evidence-based care and a commitment to restoring your mobility, they'll get you back out there, stronger than ever. So don't let pain put your fall plans on pause. Visit rothmanortho.com/PHLY to book your appointment today and get back to doing what you love and doing what you love pain-free. Rothman Orthopedics, getting you back to your fall game. That's their mission. Check them out. rothmanortho.com/PHLY.
Rothman. All right. Time now. One of our favorite voices. We always love visiting with him every week. Mike Sielski, the great columnist for the Inquirer on the Xfinity guest line.
Here comes Mike Sielski.
By Cherry Hill Jeep. That's right. A folk auto dealership. Good morning, Michael.
I have to say, cuz that intro inspires me to work out and lift weights because it just doesn't fit a guy who's 5'8.5" and about $165.
You're very ominous. I'm already nervous of what you're gonna say. But listen, we got a test run for you if you want to check it out. If you want to give a listen.
All right.
Here he comes, gonna make you think.
I love it. I love it.
Just a weekly. Hits like Sielski.
Little Boston blues.
I love it. It's kind of countrified Springsteen. I think it's great.
We can work at it every now and then.
All right, cool.
I like it. I think it fits Michael. I did like the ominous Sielski.
Yeah.
No, it's got a little.
That fits because I don't think of Mike as like a vampire. Like that's what that connotes, right? I think of you like a vampire, but not Mike.
Yeah, no, the instrumental is very kind of Sheryl Crow. And the instrumental side of things, I like that.
Yeah.
This year's Eagles are starting to feel like the 2023 Eagles. Get ready for a weekly struggle. That's the Sielski column yesterday or 2 days ago.
All right. We got a lot to do today, all right?
We do.
Obviously, we got to start with Phillies, all right?
Okay.
And let's start with what Castellanos said, all right? Because what I'm actually fascinated by,
I am too.
This whole thing that we care too much, that it creates this pressure that makes them wilt, right? Like there's this pressure, and you see his quote, right? About the wind and, when it's negative, it's in their face, right? All this
Right.
stuff. They remind me of a glorified travel team, Michael. Like because I deal with the
Sure.
baseball travel team. And when I say that, I mean, the kids are good when it's just they play free. They have these tournaments. They don't really play for wins and losses. Yeah, it's you win a tournament. If not, so be it. There's always trophies around. You play a tournament every weekend. And this group, for some reason, it melts under the pressure.
All right, so I have a lot of thoughts about this. Some of them are going to sound contradictory, but I like to live in a world where more than one thing can be true at once. So number one, I wish one of these days that whenever we have one of these discussions, and this hasn't really happened in the scenario I'm about to describe since Jimmy Rollins did this in 2008, I would like a guy who is not kind of on the outs with the fans to make this point. Usually when somebody brings up something like this, it's someone like a Castellanos, or if you remember a few years ago, a Sean Rodriguez, who talks about how tough it is to play here, and the fans cast this pall of pressure over everybody. Just once, I would like it to be, Jalen Hurts after winning the Super Bowl, kind of saying like, look, we did this and it was amazing and we're glad we won. Now I have the pulpit to be able to say like, there's a lot of pressure playing in Philly and it would be nice, et cetera, et cetera. That never happens. Number two, I think this is a more acute problem in baseball than in any other sport, because Philadelphia is one of like 2 or 3 cities in all of Major League Baseball where the environment is actually a factor. I think people in Philly forget that most of the time these guys are playing basically in libraries, because baseball does not have the rabid fan bases in most major league cities, certainly that it does in Philly, but even New York, Boston, places like this. So I think to a certain degree, not making an excuse for what Castellanos said or for the pressure getting to the Phillies, but it is a bit of a shock to their system. Every NFL stadium can sound really loud. Not every Major League Baseball stadium creates an environment the way Citizens Bank Park does. Having said that, all of that, yes, the pressure's getting to them. It's obvious it's getting to them. We've talked about this all season, that Harrison Bader's value wasn't just that he came in from the trade deadline and hit 350. It was that he's giving them a vibe of looseness and confidence that this team needed. And apparently they need more of it because their big bats aren't hitting. Everybody loves Kyle Schwarber. Kyle Schwarber is clearly pressing. He clearly is pressing. And the moment seems to be getting to him. And it seems to be getting to Harper and to Turner. And to complain about that in the moment is not going to get you anywhere. It never is in this town.
No, it's not. And, Bohm complained about it. Like, they all complain about it. And
here's the other thing, though, cuz one last thing. I'm always a little amused when fans get outraged about this, because on the one hand, Philadelphia fans prize themselves on being the toughest fans in America and holding everybody to a high standard. And as soon as somebody barks at them about it, they lose their minds and they're super sensitive about this. I would feel better if the fans themselves, were a little like, hey, this is who we are. It's okay. Like, you can give it back to us. That's okay too. There's some give and take here that can take place.
I don't know if we're sensitive, though. Do you think
we're
about this? It's
yes.
just like, I'm not sensitive. Like, all right, this is who we are. Deal with it. He can't deal with it. Move on. Get out of here then. I mean, I don't feel like hurt or like questioning who I am or sensitive about it.
No, but
he's not made for it. You
may
he can't
not,
handle
VG.
it.
You may not, but the outrage that fans and certain voices in the media express.
He does.
Yeah.
He totally does. You don't even hear yourself.
Yeah.
Listen, he can't handle it here. That's fine.
There is an element.
This is what we do.
There is an element of Philly fans can dish it out, but they have a hard time taking it. There is an element of that.
Now, I will say this, right? First of all, for Castellanos to go there is ridiculous, because he's supposed to be Mr. Tough Guy. Like, you got a tough guy attitude. I hit baseballs. I do this. I'm a tough guy. You're a tough guy. You should understand it. Like, you should get it. Not complain about it in the middle of a series. Like, it's the ultimate loser's lament. Like, you're talking about this stuff in the middle of a series? Bohm's talking about it in the middle of a series? That's just loser, right? Like, that's a loser's diatribe.
Yeah, no, it's the Sean Connery line from The Rock. You know, losers complain about doing their best. Winners go home with the prom queen.
Yeah, it's true. But here is the thing: they're not wrong when it comes to baseball. Like, baseball's a game that will eat you up, right? So this group with this kind of pressure, it takes a unique person, unique athlete to thrive here, right? Like, you got to be unique. Look, Howard, Utley, Jimmy, they thrived, man. They were bright lights guys. Like, they played smart. Like, look at the difference between like a Chase Utley play. Remember the game against Tampa, the World Series game, right?
Yeah.
Like, and then Nick Castellanos, right? Like, he should have been thrown out at second. If not for the bad tag that missed him, he should have been out, which is a disgrace, right? Like, that you're that selfish going for it, and then you get a bad jump off a second. And I'm just using him as an example. Or Trey Turner not making the right throw, not making the throw on the line to third base, like Chase Utley makes that throw.
Yeah, you're 100% right. They're not a really sharp baseball team. They're really not. They win when they mash, and they lose when they don't. And that's what this comes down to. And that play that the Dodgers put on, you know, the other thing too, I saw this pointed out on social media, and it isn't getting a lot of attention around here. But there was a play that Mookie made. I think it was still in that inning. There was I forget exactly when it was, but he avoided. It was a forced play at second, and there was a runner on third, and he avoided the oncoming Phillies base runner, like didn't get taken out by the base runner's slide, and then immediately like charged forward towards home plate with the ball in his hands, ready to throw in case the runner at third broke for home because Mookie had been taken out by the takeout slide. And that was a subtle but brilliant indication of how the Dodgers and Mookie Betts are thinking at all times. And that's been the difference in this series in a lot of respects. I think you're 100% right.
Yeah.
And yes, you need to have those kinds of players. Two things. Number one, baseball is a sport where an athlete spends more time thinking than any other sport. So the environment has more of an opportunity to get in his or her head. It just does. And we like to think about it in terms of getting Bert Hooton off his game in 1977 or freaking the Braves out in 2022 or 2023. But it also can work against the Phillies too. And you have to account for that. You do. And that's the second thing, is that John Middleton, Dave Dombrowski, when you build a team in Philadelphia, especially with respect to the baseball team, you have to take the environment into account. Can these guys handle playing?
Well, you and I both worked in New York, and they were both. I remember writing about, can this guy play in New York? And it's more heightened in Philadelphia.
Yes, because the attention in New York, generally speaking, is going to be divided, right? You got Jets fans and Giants fans, you got Yankees fans and Mets fans. There's none of that here. The entire region is focused on the Phillies right now. And you have to be able to handle that and be cognizant of that. And you have to be aware and cognizant of it, to bring it back to Castellanos, in how you interact publicly with the fans through the media. A lot of these fans would rather be told the right kind of lie than the wrong kind of truth. And even if Nick Castellanos genuinely feels this way, they don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear it.
And not during the and listen, he may have a point about, some guys, like, you can't handle all the pressure. And for this group, it's kind of unique too, because it starts, right? The World Series, you get the Astros on the ropes, you're up 2-1, you get no hit, you lose. You are up against Arizona, and you know what? All right, we'll win it at home. You got 2 games, 6 and 7 at home, lose both.
Yeah.
Lose to the Mets. And now they hurt. We talked about it 100 times. Got to win. This group's got to win. Bryce has to win. They got to win. Big change is coming if you don't win. And I guess we should be surprised that they're melting.
Yeah. I mean, go back to the '08 to 2011 teams. Like those guys wanted to win as bad as anybody, more than anybody. But they had that thing. Rollins had it in particular. Utley had it. It didn't bother them. Like the fans itself, they were like, we're going to kick all comers' asses because that's who we are. We're not doing it for the fans. And if we lose, it's going to bum us out. It's, the fans are kind of a secondary thing in that way.
Right. No, it is. All right. All that said, I gave a little narrative.
I heard.
All right. You heard it. I don't need to repeat it. Any way that's possible. I mean, the one thing I will say, swinging free, playing the game freely, because everybody thinks you're going to lose, is an advantage.
Yeah. What Turner said it right now, they have nothing to lose. That does sound great in theory, and I suppose it's possible. I would feel better about your theory if Aaron Nola were not on the mound.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I like Aaron. I like Aaron personally a lot. He's one of the best guys. I don't interact with him as much as some, but he's been great every single time, and I think he wants to do well and is all those things. But the guy had an ERA over 6 this season. Like, how confident can you be going into this game?
Well, you know why he's doing it, because
sure.
he's got a gigantic hole in between the starting pitcher and Duran.
Yep.
So he goes, all right, I'll start Nola, and then hopefully Ranger can be I can get 3 to 4 out of Ranger and let me take him right to Duran.
I get that. I wish Thompson had managed these first 2 games a little bit more like he knew he absolutely had to win them. I know how crazy that sounds, but maybe you probably have to use Ranger in game 1 in those situations.
Yes.
In the middle innings. And you have to,
especially now that you're using them in this way, like you gotta know that. Like it's
right, exactly.
I guess in his mind, he's hoping that Strom or Kerkering step up, but now he's got no confidence in either of the two, so now he feels pushed to this.
Yeah, and you can't play for the tie in game 2. I mean, that blew my mind when he said that we're playing to get to extra innings.
I was offended less only because it's an old baseball thing. Like I've heard that a million times. Like
I know, but you stopped hearing it in about 2005. I mean, it's a really old baseball thing to play for the tie at home.
When they first had it on, I questioned it. Like I asked Charlie, I said, "What would you have done?" He goes, "Bunt versus a lefty, swing away versus a righty." It was lefty on lefty. He's not a guy that's going to pull the ball. But here's my beef. Once you show bunt, and now they're bearing down on you, now you got to swing away.
Now you got to swing away. Yeah.
And now you got to take the bunt off because they're on top of you. There's a hole there, right? That's where I think he messed up.
Yeah, look, I just think there are more things that can go wrong trying to bunt. You bunt it too hard and Castellanos can't even break to third. What happens where Castellanos breaks for third and he's slow and he gets a bad jump and all that. I think more things have the potential for going right if you let Stott swing away, as bad as he is against lefties. Anyway.
And listen, you can make the argument, like, look at Sean Payton. He goes for 2 going, you know what? They're the better team.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly right. Here's our opportunity to win the game right now, and we're going to take it.
Yeah. What are you feeling? You feeling that this is it?
Yeah, I kind of am. I think the Dodgers are kind of a machine. I picked the Phillies in 5, but I was, saying at the same time, like, it'll be mildly surprising. And I honestly went into this thinking that the idea of Citizens Bank playing at home, the whole Castellanos thing that we've been talking about, would not be a burden anymore. Like, I thought they'd win game 1.
So did I.
That they'd split at home, split in LA, and they would come back and win game 5.
Yeah, now they're going to, you know what? They're going to go win both games in LA, come back and lose.
Yeah.
Stop.
That is the absolute
Stop, the two of you.
Consummate I grew up watching Philadelphia sports in the late 70s and throughout the 80s take, and I totally empathize with it.
What team did that in the past?
The 84 Sixers.
Yes.
Coming at, yeah.
Yes.
They lost the first 2 games against the Nets at home, went up to East Rutherford, beat them, and then lost again in Game 5.
And what was the infamous quote going into Game 5?
Oh, I forget.
Julius Erving uttered it.
Oh, I keep thinking of Michael Ray Richardson saying the ship be sinking.
Yeah. Now, mail in the stats.
I forgot about that. I forgot about Julius saying that. Yeah.
Hey, I mean, while we're at it, though, Dombrowski has not done a good job, all right? With the payroll that he has, the holes in this club that because we're all over Thompson, right? And listen,
yeah,
I don't like the way he managed either, but look at this roster, this lineup of platoon holes everywhere. I mean, you have that kind of payroll and you come up with this, like Dombrowski gets off the hook.
Yeah. Yes, he does. And this is a point that Dave Murphy makes all the time, and he is 100% right. And you're right. To a large degree, Rob Thompson is trying to negotiate each game with a roster that has some significant shortcomings to it. Yes, that's 100% accurate. And the Dodgers really don't have those holes. And yet Dave Roberts still almost burped up a game the other night because he brought the wrong reliever in the 9th inning. So, you still have to make those sound decisions. You know what fascinates me is how different, and we've talked about it, how different playoff baseball is compared to regular season baseball. The vibes, the importance of the in-game decisions by the manager, it's a completely different sport from the one that gets played.
It's awesome. It's
from April until October starts.
Awesome.
It's great.
It's great. I love it. I love playoff baseball. That's why they got to shorten the season and elongate the playoffs. All right, but real quick, let's cover it. We had the meeting of the families. All right, Saquon and Jalen and AJ.
Mm-hmm.
Baldy said anytime there's player meetings, it's disaster. It never works.
Yes. Is this player meeting going to bring my son back to you or my son back to me?
We need to sit down. All right.
Yeah. I forego any vengeance against AJ Brown for cutting that route short. It ain't great.
How do you reconcile this whole situation? I mean, obviously, 2023 is in the back of our minds, and you got Patullo, who really is swimming right now. How do you kind of make sense of this offense?
I'm not sure what sense there is to be made of it. I think, look, the quarterback is the primary reason that they're waiting until so late in the play call and the play clock to get these things off, right? That's been consistent throughout Jalen's time as the starter, and it's really bad this season. They're an outlier in how long it's taken them to get these plays off. So he's the issue there. I was thinking about this analogy. I got to write about it. I'll be curious what you guys think about this. And it's not just because they're playing the Giants, although that's the reason it got me thinking about this, that maybe Eli Manning is the right comp for Jalen, in that there were certain things that there were certain weaknesses you just kind of had to live with if you were the Giants. He's going to throw the ball to the other team a lot. He can't move. He just is who he is. But he's going to be there every week, and you can win with him if you surround him with the right pieces and you do things the right way. And doing things the right way from season to season might change. And I think that's just kind of where they are with Jalen as a quarterback and with where they are as an offense right now, especially with the line being as bad and as banged up as it is right now. And it ain't going to be fireworks with AJ and Saquon and Devontae. It's going to be a slog every single week. And it's just one of those years that you're going to have to live with it and hope for the best.
I think so. I don't disagree at all.
I know we all want it to be better, and it probably should be better. But I wonder if circumstances are such that they're,
it's not gonna
losing
be pretty.
Landon.
Yeah,
it's never going to be pretty. Tyler Steen is a downgrade run blocking from Mekhi Becton, and Cam Jurgens is coming off back surgery, and Landon's probably going to be out this week and was hurt anyway. And Patullo is a new coordinator, and he may or may not figure it out. And it's just, that's the way this is in 2025.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and that's why, the thing about Hurts is that he just wins. Like, he wants to win. He cares about winning. Like, that's not, like Donovan used to say, I want to win, but he never died to win. He never hated to lose. I think Jalen hates to lose. I think there's a difference, and I think that's what makes him effective. He struggles to throw the ball in those windows in that zone. Like, there's things that he struggles with. But boy, man, what he doesn't struggle with is that he's got a DNA that he hates to lose. He'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah, and those qualities still matter in a quarterback. We forget that when a particular quarterback doesn't put up the numbers that some other guys around the league do. I was always higher on Eli, not to bring this back to what we were just saying, for that reason. Like, I loved the fact that year after year after year, Eli Manning would talk on Mondays if the Giants lost, but not if they had won. Like, that is a tone setter for an organization. When your quarterback is doing that, there's a lot to be said for that within the locker room.
Yeah.
And I think Jalen has some of that too. And, his personality, certainly seems like it rubs AJ the wrong way to a great degree, and probably some other guys in that room. And, all right, you got to negotiate that. You got to deal with that. And like we said, it's going to be a slog. Ain't going to be pretty.
No, as long as it doesn't, go off the rails. Like, that's right. Kind of what you do. Now, the thing that was interesting was what he said about Patullo, and it was like talking about the ingredients of the meal, and the chef, the new chef, doesn't taste the same, which is a direct shot at Patullo.
Yeah, and we will see. I mean, Patullo, I'm still waiting for it. He's a guy you want to like because he's a very friendly, engaging guy.
Yeah.
You meet him and you're like, oh, if he turns out to be really smart and really good at his job, he'll get a head coaching job, and he'll be the kind of guy who drops your name in a news conference, and sports writers love that when they get their name dropped in a news conference. But I got to see it. And what Jalen said ain't false so far.
No, we got to see it. All right, my brother. Going to be interesting tonight. So what do you do tonight? You're not in LA.
Tonight. I'm not in LA. I'll be home watching the game. I'm on Eagles detail tomorrow. Marcus Hayes and Dave Murphy are in LA, so I'm on Eagles duty
nice.
Until they finish that run.
All right, that'll be great. We'll be reading you tomorrow. You're the best. We love you, Mikey.
All right, thanks, guys.
See you, buddy. There he is. That's a good opening for him.
Yeah,
I like it. Coming up, we will talk inside baseball and get a national perspective with our man, Bob Nightengale. Now, Bobby used to cover the Dodgers back in the day.
I can see that.
Bobby's a great baseball man. Been around forever. He was here. He's covered the series. He was here. First two games. We'll get his take on all of it. But let's take care of some business first. Let me tell you about a little event happening Saturday. That's right. This coming Saturday, October 11th at the Deptford Mall. Bill's Sports Cards and Memorabilia. New Deptford Mall store. Who's going to be there? BG.
BG. Nice.
Brandon Graham.
Like it.
What's not to like? Because BG makes everybody happy.
He's the best. He really is the best.
Yeah. He makes everybody happy. He walks in the room smiling.
It's amazing.
He reminds me of, there's two Eagles that always made me feel good. Who was the other one?
Ike Reese.
Well, yeah, three. But with the personality. Ike I loved him because I was friends with him. Like, I still am. I love Ike. But, like, this guy had that.
I don't know. Who is it?
Trot.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That's a violation of me not knowing.
Yeah, like, like, smile. Like, the big smile.
Yeah.
BG's got the smile. All right, he's going to be hanging this weekend, signing autographs, hanging out with people, taking photos, spending the afternoon with fans, starting at 1 o'clock. All right? What a great time. Bring the family, bring the crew. A great Philadelphia moment you don't want to miss. Tickets on sale now at Bill's in Deptford, their Philadelphia store, or online at billsportsmemorabilia.com. Don't sleep on it. They're going fast. Grab the fam, come kick off Sunday pregame a day early. All right? Well, actually, you talk about the big win that's going to happen on Thursday night. And let's make it a full day. Autographs and laughs and Philadelphia pride at Bill's in the Deptford Mall. All right. Now let's talk about Parks, Casinos, Street Road, Bend, Salem. We love it. All right. Listen, mecca of entertainment. You have the sports book. You have the great restaurants. You got just a poker room.
Beer garden.
Steakhouse. Noodle house.
Noodle house. Oh, yeah.
Noodles. Rainy day.
Today is a noodle day.
It is a noodle day. You got it all. And you got world-class entertainment. All right, you ready for this world-class entertainment? So, coming up, straight but no chaser. And give it to me.
Have a holly jolly Christmas.
It's the best time of the year.
So tell them they are a Christmas
They are
a cappella group, right?
A Christmas a cappella group. I do think they do other music, but I think their primary thing is Christmas music.
All right. Well, I mean, they're going to be there. You got to check it out because they're going to be there December. It's perfect for time, December 5th, which is a perfect time.
Yeah, they're a 9-member a cappella group.
9 people. Wow.
Yeah.
Comedian Ken Jeong is there December 6th.
Funny stuff.
Good stuff, right?
Yeah.
December 12th, Get the Lead Out, a Led Zeppelin tribute.
It's been a long time since I rock and roll. It's been a long time since I did the stroll. Ooh, let me get back, let me get back, let me get back.
He's good.
Maybe where I come from.
Joey, he's good, isn't he?
He's a little too clean with the Zeppelin. You got to throw a little. You got to throw a little gruff into it, though. A little too clean for the Zepp.
I'm not
November
British.
26th, comedian Joey Diaz. Hysterical. October 25th, Almost Queen.
Is this the real life?
Is this just fantasy?
The way he says it's creepy. I don't know why he creeps me out when he does Queen.
Yeah.
Creep myself out when I do Queen.
November 21st, Air Supply.
I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you.
That was good, Joey.
Joey's in on the
I
Air
like what
Supply.
Joey's in on.
He knows what's up.
Parks.
It's a banger. It's a banger.
Good job. ParksCasino.com. Buy tickets for all shows. Parks Casino. This is how you win. Got to be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Now, I want to talk baseball with my man. He's the best. But you love Bob.
I love his vibe. I am very disappointed that I did not have a beer with him while he was here.
I know. I wanted to. Monday.
I was going to tweet at him, but he's got like 500,000 followers.
Monday, I wanted him to come to the studio. I forgot to ask him. Let's get him from the USA Today. Incredible baseball writer, great baseball man. He'll be in Cooperstown one day. Bob Nightengale on the Xfinity guest line. Bobby!
How you guys doing?
Well,
It's early out here.
Well.
Oh, it is early out there.
I know you are. Thank you for doing this.
Right, just got in.
You look good with your tracksuit. You look ready to go.
Going for a morning run.
Or just got in, actually.
That's why you rule, cuz. That's why you rule. So, here's the deal. You witnessed the meltdown that was games 1 and 2 by this Phillies. You saw Judge. You saw Cal Rowley. You saw Vlad Jr. All the big boys hitting in October, but not Schwarber and Harper.
Yeah, no, you're hit on the head. I mean, Judge saves our season. They're down 6-1. The crowd's booing. A little bit like Game 2 in Philadelphia when they start booing about the third, fourth inning with Trey Turner. But yeah, you got to produce. Someone's got to produce. There's 3 guys there, and they're 2 for 21, 11 strikeouts, and you can't win when the stars don't produce. I mean, that's why the Padres went home with Machado and Tatis. That's why these guys will go home unless someone steps up tonight. and not, now they're facing the Dodgers' best pitcher. So it would have to be a miracle now.
Well,
thanks, Bob.
I mean, well, what do you make of? There's so much to unpack with you. Let's start with the fan thing and the energy in the ballpark. Nick Castellanos came out and said that this great energy, that suddenly Citizens Bank Park, which was Xanadu a couple years ago, right? Everybody loved it. Oh, it's the greatest place in the world. We're dancing on my own. And now all of a sudden, it's hell to play in front of your home crowd because the pressure is too much.
Yeah, that was so stupid. Someone asked about that in the press conference yesterday to Bryce Harper. He said it's ridiculous. He goes, it's a great place to play. It brings the most out of you. I don't think you realize that Castellanos said that, but he pretty much said that's a ridiculous notion. Not even we're talking about. I mean, it's just stupid. I mean, just another reason why, the three of us have a better chance of being in a Phillies uniform next year than he does.
and honestly, Bohm's talked about the pressure too. Like, this is a group that has dealt with pressure. They have failed, right? Like, you saw them. You had the great run against the Astros in the World Series. After that, they were up. They won a ton of games. Should have beat Arizona. Lost both games at home. Then they got off to a hot start against last year, and they just get, beat up by the Mets. And now it's the same thing. And this group, it feels like, can't handle that pressure.
They should go to John Middleton and say, John, can we do it like COVID? No fans in the stands. We'll win a World Series if it's COVID a year.
Do you think the weight of winning is on them? I mean, forget the fan piece of it. Their own, like Bryce, the only thing that's evaded him, like he leaves and the Nationals win. And he's a Hall of Famer. And the only thing missing is this whole group itself, Schwarber, like they were dying to win this thing. And is that weight of winning too much?
I don't think so. I mean, what you do? Want to go to a place like Colorado and stuff where there's no pressure at all? I mean, you want to go to a place you want to win. So no, I don't know. A lot of times you see big stars get shut down, but not three big stars like this. Usually someone steps up. Remember now, Judge has had some rough postseasons until this year. It was a little bit like Barry Bonds. Bonds did too.
Yeah.
And once he stepped up, then it was easy for him. And I think the same thing was he with Judge. And we're waiting what happens with these guys. But no, I mean, the Dodgers have great starting pitching. Everybody knew that. But as Harper said yesterday, there's a lot of pitches I've missed. It's on me. It's not like they're throwing perfect pitches every one.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that to me, the sixth inning was a big moment in the game. There's two on, there's one out. You got the guy that you want up, and like he sold out on a couple of pitches, man. He really laid out, and the one on strike two that he goes down and tries to fish. I mean, it was a bad at bat.
Yeah, and he missed that. He goes, it's on me. He goes, they make some good pitches, but not, there's still some hittable ones that we're all missing. Schwarber's been in a funk now for a while now. I want to go over 14 at the end of the regular season. Now it's continuing. So, especially for three guys, something with just one guy or two guys, but not all three.
How about, how do you think the game was managed by both guys in game two?
Well, it's almost Dave Roberts said, okay, we'll use our old closer for a tryout. He did okay against Cincinnati. Let's give him a break. Didn't work out. That's the last time we'll see him in that role. It's going to be Roki Sasaki from now on. They got away with it. That's why I thought that the Phillies could win this series. They figured, okay, the Dodgers could blow two games this series just because they're bullpen. That should have been one game right there, and they got away with it. Now who knows what's going to happen. They don't have a good bullpen. They do have a good rotation, but a starting rotation should be looking like Sandy Koufax, every time they go out.
Did you, what do you think of Thompson and some of Thompson's moves? You went the up-down with a 41-year-old Robertson in game one. You have the bunt in game two. What do you think?
Well, the biggest one, and I don't think I heard anybody talk about it, and I was talking about with scouts, is why wasn't Duran pitching the seventh inning? You bring him in that situation. That was do or die right then. The game got away. Became a 4-0 lead instead of holding it in check right there. That's when you use Duran. Then they bring him in 4-0, had the light show. It's just stupid. It's like you don't bring him in then. You bring him in early when the game's in balance, and then got away. Then it was just too late.
Yeah,
And then,
he never
the bunt too.
He wasn't going to bring him in. He was always the guy that they're going to use in the ninth inning. They said it like that organizationally. They're like, he's a ninth inning guy. You bring up a good point, but my point is, look, you opted to not start Ranger and to go with Nola. Which why didn't you use Ranger, especially in game one? Because Rangers pitched out of the pen before has had success.
Yeah, it's so strange. I know when it's a free agency, teams are going to say, why wasn't he used in the postseason? It's just very odd. I know Rob Thompson says he's definitely coming in tonight, but why isn't he starting? It's just very odd. No, you're exactly right. He should have come in, either game, one or two. Then, of course, a bunt, you can debate that, all day long. But the way they're hitting in the clutch, take their chances, three tries to get a hit with nobody out instead of, then you only got 2 tries with the guy in third base. So, that backfired too. Yeah, that's pretty much the end of the game.
Yeah. I mean, I think I would have taken it off once he shows bunt and they're bearing down on you. Now all of a sudden you got a hole there. Like I would have taken it off there.
Yeah. I mean, even Rob Thompson says once he saw Mookie Betts, shift over, he should have slashed. But that's doing it late and everything else. Probably shouldn't have been on in the first place. He's capable. He's capable of doing stuff. I mean, he's capable of hitting.
How about what's nuts? How about the long dart that Edman throws to Freeman, and Freeman digs it like realize that the tie run scores, and he doesn't dig that ball out.
Oh yeah, that place was just absolutely erupted if that had happened. And I don't like either when Rob Thompson says, "Well, we like our bullpen matchups." Really, you're going to have some relievers come out, not Duran, and they can bring out Kershaw and different starters too out of pen. So they never had the advantage. So that didn't make sense either.
No, not at all.
Man, it sounds like you think Topper's having a terrible series so far.
I just didn't like that game at all. I mean, he's not hitting so. But yeah, I thought Duran should have come in. I don't know about Suarez. I mean, obviously Suarez has got to be an organization decision. I don't know what they're doing there. But I think he's in real trouble. I think if they lose tonight, I'd be surprised if he's back. I mean, someone's got to go. Someone's got to pay the price if you go out early 4 straight years.
Yeah, no, he won't be back. Here's why they're going Nola tonight. So I think he's lost confidence in that bridge to Duran. So in his mind, because Kerkering and Strom have both failed in this series, so he's going to go Nola because Nola starts, and then he wants Ranger to give you bulk. Maybe he comes in the 4th or 5th and gets all the way to Duran.
Could be. And hopefully the game's not, out of reach by then. But you're starting a right hand. You're starting a right-hander against, Ohtani, Freeman. They got some powerful left-handed bats.
Muncy. I mean, and a right-hander that hasn't pitched well this year, right? Like that they had to basically shut down because he lost a lot of velo.
Yeah, so you're going against, the Dodgers' best starter. Yamamoto's their best starter, not Ohtani, Yamamoto, against the Phillies' worst starter. So, yeah, it does not look good. Yeah.
What do you what is the way to attack Yamamoto?
Just kind of weighing him out. I mean, he'll throw a lot of balls that guys will swing at, but he's very good. You got to get him up in the pitch count, just like Snell. They did that for a while with Snell, then they started chasing. But he's on fire. I mean, he struck out 201 guys during the regular season. Probably going to finish top 3, Cy Young. So very tough to beat.
Yeah. So it sounds like you do not think that there is any sort of miracle comeback here.
I mean, when they lost that game on, game 2, I booked my flight to Phoenix for tomorrow, thinking, okay, I'll go home for a couple of days.
Oh.
I'll go to Milwaukee and wait for the NLCS.
I like this guy so much, even though he's crushing us. I still love him. He's a star.
Well, he's honest.
I know.
That's what Bobby knows ball. I mean, he's Bobby Ball. He knows ball. I mean, I get it. You know what's funny? Those freaking Brewers they're going to beat the Dodgers. I can smell it. Yeah, I can smell it because they'll wait them out and they'll get to their bullpen and they'll somehow have magic late. Like they got clutch, like Yelich is clutch and Churio and, I like that Terang. Like they got guys and the way they are, like they work counts. They're pesky. They could be a problem for the Dodgers.
Well, it could be. I mean, that would be that's a classic David versus Goliath. I mean, smallest market in baseball, low payroll, and TV's worst nightmare, MLB's worst nightmare. To have Brewers against Seattle for a World Series. You ain't even gonna watch it. Might be like the old tape delay, like the old NBA finals with the Sixers Lakers.
That's the truth. All right, my brother. Listen, we'll be reading you tomorrow. We appreciate you getting up or staying up for us. So what did you think of Philadelphia? You love it here.
Yeah, I love it there. Yeah, I always stay right by the Reading terminal right there, and it's a great place. It's especially October, and as you guys saw, beautiful weather. Man, it was gorgeous. I mean, people talk about LA. It's the same weather in Philly as it is out here. Yeah, great time.
Yeah.
Bob, are you wearing an aloe hat?
It is, yeah.
Oh man, you a yoga guy? You're ruining my facade.
No, not a yoga
guy.
No. I forget. I think I got it at a golf tournament.
All right, just making sure.
No. I don't even know what yoga is.
Downward dog, my brother. Downward dog. We love you, buddy. Thank you, bro. You're the greatest, man. You really are.
Love you guys. All right.
See you, buddy.
Take care. Bye now.
There he is, the great Bob Nightengale. He's the best.
I think he's my favorite baseball guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Think about it. Even though he's picking against us.
Yeah. I still want to have a beer with him while he's picking against us.
Because here's the thing, right? Honestly, that's what he should say.
Yeah.
He's not Phyllis like you. It's the deal. Now listen, I'm just as bad. I'm giving you some narrative.
You're not as bad.
Where I give you some narrative where they could somehow shock the world.
Yeah, you're giving me hope.
That's kind of it. All right. We'll do a little back in the day action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to go back in the day?
Yeah, we'll go back in the day now, and then we'll do our World Cup, baby.
All right.
We're going back. We're going back. We're going back in the day with True Mark. Oh, yeah.
I had no idea this ever happened. 1961 we're going back to?
1961.
Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. I gave you the wrong one. No, we're not. Yeah, this is a simple one. This is a gimme. A layup, gimme. It's just what we need. It's the only thing that'll help us.
Stairs rips one into the night. Deep into right. Way out of here. And Philadelphia gets a pinch hit, 2-run shot. And the Phillies lead 7-5 in the 8th.
What we need. What we hope for. More of that.
That
Some
the
bombs.
game?
We need some bombs tonight.
I was at that game.
Can we fly you out now for some good luck?
I never remember. I
get there by like 5 o'clock.
That was so much fun. You know what was great? Like when they win the series, we took like I was on the field because I was working for Fox, and so I'm doing interviews with Charlie and all the guys and everything, and there was a bunch of Phillies fans like right behind home plate, like near the Phillies dugout. And everybody was freaking out. Let's go, Phillies.
Yeah, I'll bet it had
Let's go, Phillies.
Had to be amazing.
Let's go, Phillies. It was awesome. It was Charlie, they're going to the World Series. Yeah, man, we did it.
Who's coming off the? I think Otto comes off the bench tonight for a series changer. It's a bomb.
Otto
changes things up a little bit.
Man,
that's a fairy tale.
Reach.
I mean, you're gonna edit my story. You got to give me something better than that.
Well, I mean, Stairs came off the bench. I'm trying to do, something similar.
I hear you.
Bryce comes up big. Come on.
Got to be a Bryce.
Schwarber gonna hit one deep. Yamamoto.
They can all do that.
Yamamoto's gonna be shaking in his boots.
Oh, I'm glad to see you change a little
Schwarber.
bit. He's got a little fight in you.
Yeah, baby.
What was what was the Ohtani chant?
Oh.
Yo.
Giambora.
Yeah, Giambora.
Giambora.
Yeah.
Oh man, that ballpark tonight. Oh God.
And then first of all, it's going to be half empty till the fourth inning.
Yeah.
Nobody plans accordingly. Like they're surprised by the traffic.
Like, dude, I just don't want to see some. Like it's 8-2 in the third inning.
No.
Like I just don't want it. I just don't want that.
That's a turn off.
8-2 in the third inning, I will be asleep.
That's a turn off game. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I can't
watch that play out of baseball.
Get rolled. All right.
8-2's a turn off.
It is overtime. OT. World Cup people! Listen, we love to do this. This is our time, right? We cannot wait. It's a countdown to the World Cup, and our coverage, you're sitting right here in the middle. All right? There you go, Jimmy. Did I call you Jimmy James?
Jimmy James.
Yeah.
No problem. How y'all doing?
Well, James Breslin, who's the manager of Lighthouse, and this is really interesting. Lighthouse 1893.
This is my people.
Yes.
The whole world is Lighthouse. Kensington,
Yeah.
loved it back in the day.
It's real. And like you exude Philadelphia.
I thank you.
You do. You speak right into that mic.
I was like an Eagles season ticket holder for like 10 years.
Dude, first of all, when I say Jimmy, you're like, yeah, Jimmy James, that's what we are. I could totally see the Philadelphia in you.
Yes, thank you, because I definitely exude Philly. I'm a Philly guy all the way. Shout out to my Eagles season ticket tailgate guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll see you soon. I usually DJ for them in the lot.
Oh, do you?
Oh, yeah. What lot? Where you at?
We used to go to the F lot.
Okay.
And I usually now I just come in for the playoffs now.
Oh, yeah.
I got so they just bring me in for the big games, like that guy from Fast Times, right? Just for the big games, they fly me in. No, so it's soccer is definitely growing in this country, and Lighthouse was a big part of that history.
Yeah, we got to dive into this thing because we've been doing this series and we cannot wait. We're counting down to the World Cup, and we're so excited. Like Philadelphia is going to be one of the host cities, and I can only imagine. Now, tell me about Lighthouse 1893, and tell me about your involvement. And this goes way back.
Way back. So they were formed in 1893 by Esther Kelly, who, like our director says, she didn't even have the right to vote then. And here she formed this settlement house to help people get jobs. And then a few years later, in 1997, they started playing soccer. And they had a lot of English, Irish immigrants in the Kensington area. And it kind of just took off. It was natural. A lot of former professionals from overseas had immigrated in, so they became like the coaches and formed a lot of the pro teams back then. And they ended up winning 5 U19 national championships over the course of their history, which is like the official U.S. soccer U19 championship. Now it's called the McGuire Cup.
Yeah.
And only MLS teams win it now. If you look at the last 20 years, it's all MLS teams. But previous to that, you'll see Lighthouse Boys Club Philadelphia, Lighthouse Boys Club Philadelphia. It's definitely a prestigious trophy. They've had 7 U.S. Soccer Hall of Famers have grown up playing at the Lighthouse.
That's amazing. And that's the thing we don't realize, which is the history of the sport in Philadelphia. And now look at the products, right? Like that we export now.
Christian Pulisic, one of the better players in the world. I'm sure every team would love to have him. And the U.S. is a good country on the national stage. We have a chance. We have a chance this year. We're hosting it. So we have a chance. We have a good team. Yeah. So, other history about the Lighthouse was in 1952, Manchester United came in and played a friendly in front of 3,000 fans.
Just right at like Front and Erie, that facility.
So wait, Man United
Yeah.
was here.
So you know how they do their summer tours?
Yeah.
To this day. So that's, you say there's nothing new under the sun, right? That had been going on for forever. And so when they did their summer tour one time, they come out to, they had just won the top English league. It wasn't called the Premier League then.
Right.
But it was the top English league.
What year was this?
It was 1952.
Wow.
And there was 3,000 fans there. Cost you $0.25 to get in. And
that's why
the stands are still there. They built the stone stands. And if you go in the Lighthouse, you can still see the stone stands. They're kind of like a little bit, 75-year-old stands, stone cement stands.
Yeah.
They're still there.
And what was the outcome?
Oh, so it was 3-0 Man United.
Right.
Against a team of Philadelphia All-Stars with some Lighthouse guys in there as well. And they only lost 3-0. Maybe today we could.
To Man U. I mean,
today
think about that. That's like having VG playing.
Yeah.
It's Man U.
Today we could give them a better game. Man U's not struggling.
Right. Well, Andrew could attest to that. Yeah. He's a Liverpool man.
Yeah.
There's just so much like little tidbit history of that Lighthouse field in Kensington. Like the Phillies practiced there. During the war, the travel was restricted.
Right.
So they practiced right, close. They were at, they would have been at Shibe Park, right?
Yeah.
So they practiced right at Lighthouse Field.
The Lighthouse guys, when I was growing up, I'm talking in the 70s, though, they were the coolest guys in the world, the soccer players from Lighthouse. They were like little celebrities. They were all playing the Fever, the indoor.
Oh, the Philadelphia Fever.
Yeah, they were all these guys. You'd see them hanging on the corner in Kensington. They're all Lighthouse guys. They'd be Philly Fever dudes. It's like amazing.
And like if you go back, before MLS, before the Nassau with PHLY, you had the American Soccer League. That was the top pro league in the country. And the team they started off as the German Americans. They changed their name during World War II to the Philadelphia Americans. Okay. And then they were bought by a trucking magnate or taken over by a trucking magnate. So he renamed them to the Philadelphia Uric Truckers. Now that franchise won 8 American Soccer League titles. That was the de facto.
Oh, really?
And their primary home field was Lighthouse, being
That's wild.
And
man.
they also played at what was 29th and Allegheny, 29th and Clearfield, but I'll say 20th and Allegheny.
Right. Cross Street, yeah.
So they played there as well. Their primary rivals were the Ukrainian national franchise that still exists today.
Yeah.
They kind of traded titles. So we were better than New York back then. The league was centered in New York and Philly, and we had more titles than New York.
That's awesome, man. What a great history, man. That's cool. What does it mean now? World Cup here, be one of the host cities.
So, I could take myself back. I'm probably around your age, Anthony. I'm not sure, but maybe a little older. I'm 52. When I was growing up in the 80s, to get to World Cup, you couldn't even see it live, like not even on TV.
Right.
You had to get like a VHS tape,
right,
and pop it in. So for the kids today to be able to have that, be able to see it on TV first off, which they will, of course, but then to actually go to a game is going to really inspire a whole new generation of players.
Growing up, because we're the same age, and like the idea of World Cup, I just remember it, like Sports Illustrated, like you had to read about it.
Yeah,
I remember thinking about some of these events that you read about. Like it wasn't like it.
It was like a private thing amongst people who were like into soccer.
Right.
And,
and I didn't even know anything about. I mean, other than like the Italians, because I grew up around a bunch of Italians. So the Italians, it was like a big deal.
Yeah, I'm 3/4 Italian.
Yeah, you know.
So I actually coached the Unity Cup team, Team Italy for the Unity Cup. But
Did you really?
A lot of them speak Italian actually, and I don't speak Italian. So that was.
That's awesome, man. So what are you going to be doing for the World Cup? Like what are you guys' responsibilities?
So we want to just, hopefully host more events with Megan and the World Cup committee. We
love Megan.
We hosted a FIFA World Cup party where we had a DJ. We had bar was open.
Yeah.
We have a place called the Barn where we can, serve beer. And so we had the games, the FIFA World Cup games on the TVs in the barn. It's like a party barn that has we've had weddings there.
Ah, it's awesome.
And right next to that is a soccer pitch where we play our home games. And we had CASA U23 games going on, men and women, while the World Cup was on the TVs, the Club World Cup, and you had the DJ. And it was just like a real, in the tradition of Lighthouse, just a festival type environment.
Sounds like fun, man.
Yeah.
That sounds like a spot we got to go during the World Cup.
Oh,
We're going to be hosting all kinds of stuff.
So that's hopefully the plan is I think they saw our site and the history behind it and what's being done with it now, where we really built it up. Our director and our executive, our board of directors and our director has really made it a point to grow soccer at the Lighthouse.
Yeah.
They understand the history and, they want it to be the hub of soccer in Philly.
That's
and
cool,
we're right in
man.
the middle of the city, right at St. Trist Hospital.
Yeah.
So we're in the middle.
Love it.
And we're in the thick of things. We always have been, and we want to continue that.
If people want to get a hold of you, because listen, youth soccer, and when this thing leaves, it's going to leave a legacy, right? We're going to enjoy it. It's going to be a blast. And then when it's over, it's going to leave a lasting legacy here. And if people want to get involved or, and learn about you guys.
So my email, I use the soccer at lighthouse1893.org. So soccer at lighthouse1893.org. Shoot me an email.
Perfect.
And get involved in any way you can with our men's and women's teams, our youth teams to help, train the kids, whatever you want to do. Any
That's
volunteers for
awesome,
home
man.
games, help us out. Ticket sales. We do sell tickets to our home games and just help out with events at the Lighthouse.
I love it. Jimmy, man, great stuff, brother.
Nice to see you, Anthony.
Nice work.
Thank you, gentlemen.
You're great. Listen, well, what's the prediction now? We got Phillies tonight. Does the series continue? Just tell me that.
We're gonna win out.
I
I brought my red shoes.
I like it, brother.
So I had to wear my Lighthouse.
Yes.
Oh, we got. We're gonna win out. We're gonna make it a historic story there.
I like it.
We never quit. Never die.
That's right. and tomorrow, go Birds.
Go Birds.
That's it, brother.
Yeah.
I like it, man. Great job, buddy. Here he is. Jimmy Breslin, man. It was James Breslin, amazing. Oh, we love it. Lighthouse 1893. We love you, Megan. That's a lot of good stuff, man. Fun stuff. We can't wait. There's going to be all kinds of things happening. And you know it from the neighborhood.
I got to get you up to Kensington for a little Lighthouse action. Yeah, I mean, it's the mecca of it. They're going to be nuts in that area of town.
That's going to be a blast.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, one of the things I'm really looking forward to the World Cup is going to be the pockets, right? All the pockets are going to be, of the ethnic pockets it's going to be a blast. Everybody's going to be into it. So we're looking forward to it. Hey, a couple things real quick.
Yeah.
I got to get this off my chest.
Uh-oh.
LeBron James.
Yeah. Oh. What happened? Was it a decision part 2?
Do you know what this was about?
I know. I have no idea. I've seen it come up on my feed. I couldn't be less.
Oh, what happened?
Dude, so he does this thing. Yo, I'm going to make a decision tomorrow at noon.
Yes.
So everybody thinks.
Could he be a free agent? Could he declare himself?
No, everybody thinks he's going to retire.
Oh, okay.
So people go, listen, I'm going to make a decision tomorrow at noon.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks he's going to retire.
Oh, what is it?
And it's a Chevis commercial. Or, what's he do? What's his brand?
It's like a liquor commercial?
Yeah.
His tequila.
No, it wasn't tequila.
Good marketing.
You're like, you know what? It would be good marketing if it wasn't just so obvious, like you're just jerking people around. I get it, but you can't tie it to hey, I'm gonna make a decision, and you're expecting something of note, and it's a commercial. What's it for? Chevis Regal?
I'm trying to find it.
I'm looking it up right now.
13 million people tuned in.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right, but you know what it is, Joe? You're right, and it's brilliant marketing, and he's got an audience.
Hennessy.
Right.
Wild Rabbit.
Are you kidding me? It's not even his own brand.
No.
Yeah, because he has that
He must have
tequila.
bought into that.
Yeah, but here's the thing. yeah, it's good marketing and all, but it's a jerk off move.
It
Let's
is.
just say
I agree.
it's a stone jerk off move. Like you don't need. You're LeBron James, all right. You don't need to go sell out to go for Hennessy.
Yeah, people are calling it cringe, corny.
Yeah, like and that's what he is. He's become like I get it. Like you're a billionaire and God bless you and all this other stuff, investor and I think that's all great. But like you don't need to lower yourself to that.
Yeah, they're like saying it would be like if Michael Jordan faxed a note that said "I'm back," and then the next page of the fax said "I'm back to wearing Hanes new comfort blanks, boxer briefs."
Exactly. Like you don't need to do that.
It's the collar, Michael. It's the collar.
Right. Like you don't need to do that. Like Hennessy.
Yeah, I'm out on that.
That's
I'm
weak.
out on
I'm
LeBron.
so glad I paid no attention.
I'm done with LeBron.
Like honestly, like I was so annoyed by it. I hate it.
You should be.
Like I hated the whole decision. And all right, but you want to make it some fun boy? All right, like if he actually was going to retire at the end of the year, all right, like that would have been interesting. But like to do it for a commercial,
weak.
It's just
especially like he's a billionaire,
right?
Yeah, how much more money does he need to do this with his reputation?
You already do everything.
Right.
First of all, why is he allowed to do DraftKings? Mind you,
I don't know.
Yeah, that is true. He is in those commercials with Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
He does those with him. Like, he shouldn't be promoting that as an active player.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
Exactly.
That goes against everything that they say.
Listen, all right, like, you got LeBron rules. I don't begrudge you, but it's sellout piece, man.
Yeah.
It's just uncool. Like, it's completely uncool.
You know,
and by the way, I don't care what anybody says, he ain't Mike. All right? Never be Mike.
No, and he's a great player.
BM.
Does great.
Never be Mike.
Does great work in the community, but he's never been cool.
God bless him.
Never been cool.
Great player.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Builds schools and stuff.
Yeah, great. Listen, great player. Yeah. And I don't dislike him.
I agree.
All right? I don't. He's a superstar. Taco Tuesday. Beautiful. Family man. I admire him.
Yeah.
I just think this was weak. And
it's beneath him.
I'm always being Jordan, man. Like that's all his flaws and everything else on the floor. Jordan, cut your heart out. Like
he's probably the greatest athlete of all sports in my mind.
And by the way, that's what Jalen's got. Jalen's got that. I want to win. I hate to lose.
Yeah.
And like for him to look at Jordan and want to emulate that I hate to lose competitor. I love that about Jalen.
Yeah, that Super Bowl crushed him.
Yeah,
that loss.
Yeah,
we've benefited from that.
We can maybe step away from the funny hats.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, tonight, boys,
let's go. Have a couple Sazeracs with Nola on the mound and see what happens.
I'll be here.
You'll be here for the watch party.
I'll be here for the game.
Phillies,
yeah.
What do you think, Joe?
We'll see.
I think they have a chance.
Joe's at the game. He was at Diamond Club.
Is he with Nick and Nick's box?
He was at Diamond.
He's hanging out with Liam.
They don't even get the Diamond Club. Like the family members, they don't. They
get
like the normal season.
Yes, he ditches the family. He's like, I can't hang out with you. I need Diamond Club.
Joe's a Diamond. He's a Diamond guy. He's a Diamond Club guy.
Of course he is.
Oh, Joe Marone.
You follow Joe Marone. Is right. You follow your father.
Wait, your dad did he wear a suit to the game?
Nah, he wore.
He
went and bought a Philly shirt, didn't
he? He bought a Philly shirt, but he got like the most expensive one you could ever buy. It was like the most insane thing. I was like, "What are you wearing? Like, why don't you just go to the store and get a normal one?"
Well, what kind of shirt was it?
Yeah, I don't know. It had some type of like it like said pro on the side, but it had like the embroidery and stuff.
It wasn't a collared shirt, right?
It was a college shirt.
It was?
Yeah, but it said Philadelphia on it. It was like somewhat. Yeah, I was like, "What are you doing?"
He was all proud. He goes, I told him on Saturday. He goes, yeah. I got a new shirt. Like I'm ready for the game. We're about to leave. I got the new shirt. It was all ready.
Oh man,
he was all ready to go.
It's a good time though.
Yeah, awesome stuff. He's the best.
All right, give us 5, Nola.
5.
Give us 5. Don't push it. I don't care if he's got a no-hitter. If he's got a no-hitter, pull him at 5.
VG, 4.
4?
4.
All right.
And 4.
All right. I'm good with that.
4 from Nola, 4 from Ranger.
Yeah, I don't care what the
Even
pitch
if
count
it's 3
is.
and 2/3, and I get 4 outs from Durant.
And then the spider.
Yeah.
To come in and save the game.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. You got nothing to it's all about right now.
I ain't ready for it to end yet.
No, I'm not either. I'm not either. Let's go. Let's go fight.
Right. Go Phils.
Go Phils, everybody. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow on a big victory. And we got a double victory, triple victory Thursday. Eagles, Phillies, Flyers.
Like it. Let's go.
Please, please. We love you guys. Root them in. See you tomorrow.
We all silly like the mayor.